And now, from the bowels of the internet, it's the Hate Bit Podcast.
It's time! It's time! It's hater time! You motherfuckers have waited long enough, so here it is, episode 2, Hate Bit Podcast, season 3. Greetings, I'm Yell Chaos. Joining me as always, the amazing Alpha Omega Sin.
You don't ever have to go down on a girl, and if you do, make sure you're actually dating her, or else, well, you're the bitch in the relationship now.
The goddamn sainted Magnus!
Yes, I'm back. I can't think of anything interesting to say, so I'll just say this. Blah, blah, fucking blah.
And the amazing, the stupendous, the 4-time MVP Polk High, class of 1968, Larry Bundy Jr.
Larry Bundy Jr. is currently pissing.
I am back now.
And you've just pissed yourself.
Yes. We've introduced you, Larry.
Please keep
Have
it
you?
going.
Yes.
Oh, you went off without me.
That's what she said.
That's all right. You came. Oh, that's right. You came back just in time, Larry Bundy. How are you?
I am doing good, thank you.
Did you remember to shake it?
Yes, I actually spin round, and yet the force of central fusion actually dry my penis.
You must have the messiest bathroom known to man.
It is, yes. Luckily,
Or-
the wallpaper,
Especially if it's number 2.
the
Sounds...
wallpaper's yellow, so luckily it doesn't give it away too much. But
See, it works out nicely.
yes.
Anyway, welcome to our show. We got a great show for you today. A big show. Lots going on. I know, I was surprised as well. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of Sony business going on, so we're going to have a little discussion about Sony. And Sainted Magnus is going to do his best to defend Sony, which is what he does, and he does very well, and we hope he does much more. We got lots of news. New hardware coming out. Sales not quite what they were expected to be in some arenas. We got a cunt bag. We got a ball bag. We got outrage. We got a retrospective. We got all kinds of stuff right here for you this week on the Hate Bit Podcast. So, without further ado, without wasting any time at all, we're going to go right into our discussion topic. And Sainted Magnus brought this up. There was a Sony trailer of sorts about, I'll let the Sainted Magnus explain it to you. He can do it far better than I can. Mr. Magnus, what about the Sony trailer?
Well, Sony recently leaked, they actually put out a teaser trailer for the 20th of February this year. And the rumor mills have gone into fucking overdrive. People are saying it's going to be news of they're dropping the PlayStation name totally, and then there's PlayStation 4 news, and then there's rumors that there's this going to happen, and rumors like that's going to happen. But as from what we can learn from that trailer, all it was what shapes they use. It felt like I was in preschool. That's
yeah,
what I
it's just like
thought.
play school all over again.
Yeah. Now
Doo-doo.
I feel like I've learned something after watching that trailer. So the reason why we're going to discuss it is because we're going to surmise what we think that Sony are going to, what they're going to do with the next console generation. And I'm going to go out on a limb and actually not defend them and say they're going to ruin themselves again, like they did with the PlayStation 3. Who wants to take the bet?
Well, would you go so far as to call it all-out ruin? Or, I mean, it is definitely a mark on their record. But this is not a company that's a stranger to taking, severe action and kind of being smacked back by it. This is nothing new for Sony.
Well, one thing I was saying, one thing they haven't got going from this time is they haven't got a new disc format to fall back on as a special player. I mean, the PlayStation 2 is a DVD player, PlayStation 3 is a Blu-ray player. There's no new media format for the PlayStation 4.
That's
Yes,
true.
but if we learned anything, Sony have usually chosen, a new proprietary format as their fallback in a number of occasions, and it's kind of failed every time as well. Do you think maybe they've learned something?
I don't think they have.
because the Blu-ray was poised to just dominate the landscape, and it didn't do that at all.
It's not done shit. You can still get a really good quality picture from a DVD. And
Well, yeah, DVDs are
Upscales.
holding sway, and now DVDs can be produced for pennies.
yeah,
So the Blu-ray thing didn't really work out. It was a great idea and everything, but that's kind of when you introduce. It's kind of what happens when you introduce Veblen goods into a declining economy.
No, but the thing was that was more or less your first ever player that you owned, really. I mean, the
True.
that was the thing. That's what they tried to do with the PlayStation 3. They tried to repeat the PlayStation 2 success, and to no avail, basically.
Well, no. I think if they were trying to repeat the PlayStation 2 success, they would have done the smart thing and made the system as simple as it needed to be to still run good games, but not be that expensive to produce. It seems the PlayStation 3 was more of a prick-waving dick fight, to show off. There's all these specs. Look, we've got all this silicone in this black box, and it's really expensive. And of course, like consumers usually do, they said no.
So you
And
say
Sony
you
has
say
been-
black box with silicon in it. Is that Pamela Anderson's coffin?
Yes.
Yes, we'll say
Yes.
that. Well, there's one thing I do want to say about the whole thing with Sony in general is the fact that the controller they make damn good controllers.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Well,
I like the
let-
PS3 controller. I like the PS2 controller the best.
The thumbsticks are too close together. You can hit your thumbs together with them.
That could be because you've got hands the size of sausages. And not
Is
just
this,
little sausages.
is this the EU regulation sausage hand size, Charles?
Yes.
My God.
Do they make them in Vienna?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have any problems with it. I think it's a damn
I
good
think it's great.
controller. It's got a classic layout of 4 buttons on the front, 4 on the shoulders, and 2
If
thumbsticks,
it's
and it
if
works.
it's so good, how come all other consoles will keep ripping off the 360 controller?
Well, because they've run out of imagination, or maybe PlayStation's patents are too good.
Well, the same reason that all the PC pads yanked off of the PlayStation 2 design, less than a generation ago. Sales.
That's true. It's what's popular at the time.
Yeah, if this is apparently what's working, let's rip off that.
Yep. Oh well. So, the future of PlayStation. There's one rumor I did hear that I did like the sound of, and that was the what was it, $450 price tag?
Well, I understood, or at least some sources have espoused a number of, 300 British pounds, which sounds
That
That'd
sounds
be
fantastic.
far too low for the technology they claim this thing possesses.
Oh no. But the thing is, it's not. They say it's going to be like 10 times better than the PlayStation 3, but the PlayStation 3, the potential of that's not even been fucking fully tapped yet.
No, and unfortunately, it seems like it's never going to.
Exactly.
I mean, you'll hear from guys, dudes on the internet 10 years from now that figured out what the PlayStation 3 could actually do. Then you'll hear about it. At this point, I don't know what Sony's trying to prove because, yeah, they are. It seems like they're trying to introduce a far more powerful piece of machinery. Granted, but at the same time, that bit them in the ass last time, and I don't think. I mean, it's still biting them in the ass with the PlayStation Vita, a supremely powerful piece of hardware that not many people really know how to work with yet, and is ultimately the hole in the ship.
And that leads to the success of the 3DS, because the 3DS, in all intents and purposes, is a simpler console to work on, and it's fantastic. I love it.
Sure, and that's why you see the sales figures being what they are. Well, that's also with a lower price and so on, but that's neither here nor there. Sony, I don't understand what they're now. You're following this better than I am, Sainted Magnus, so maybe you can clue me in as to what are they trying to convey here.
I think
Is it
I think they're just. I think because Microsoft are poised to be announcing something about the Xbox, well, the next Xbox in, at E3 this coming year. I think they're just trying to jump on the bandwagon first and say, look, this is what we're doing. This is how we're going to do it. This, that, and the other. And I think it's going to be a mistake because they recently said that they weren't going to say anything about the PlayStation 3 or the PlayStation 4 until Microsoft had said what they're doing with their new console, which they've totally gone back on what they're saying. And it's just typical bloody Sony. They've done it before, and they're going to do it again and again and again.
Well, they just rip everyone else off now, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, that can only last for so long. That's what's referred to as a pyramid scheme. As you get less and less people to rip off, you run out of things to rip off, and therefore you sort of have a negative cash flow potential problem.
Well, they are negative cash flow.
I know. It seems to me now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't for the longest time the PlayStation 3 marketed as the machine, the box that does everything?
It pretty much does everything.
It's a Blu-ray player, and it plays Netflix, and it has the internet on it, and it does this, and it does that. Now, and that's definitely something they plugged, and that was the major selling point. I remember Christmas of 2006, I think it was. That it, and it also has a Blu-ray player, as we discussed earlier. The big question now is, and mind you, a lot of final specs are not out, but the question really remains: what will this thing be able to do if you don't like the games?
Exactly. I think it will just pretty much do what the PlayStation 3 can do now, with a few extra bells on it. That's all.
TVs can do that. Your fucking refrigerator can get Facebook on it.
My phone gets Facebook on it.
Your phone gets Facebook.
That's pretty much what most people use.
That's not what's going to move a $500 piece of equipment.
Well, realistically, the only reason most people bought the PlayStation 3 originally was the fact that it could put custom firmware on it, i.e. Linux. Now they took that away, sales fucking plummeted.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I bought it originally was because I wanted to play, 2 games on it. And that was the Gran Turismo series and the Metal Gear Solid series. And since then, there's not really that many new IPs that they've released this year that are actually stick-out franchises for me. The only one I can think of, realistically, was the Resistance franchise, which
I love
do
Resistance.
That well for me. But then there was Uncharted, which I absolutely adore.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which was Tomb Raider with a bloke.
It is Tomb Raider with a bloke.
There you go. Now, while I appreciate your candor and everything, Sainted Magnus, I just realized something. We've had this whole discussion going on for however long now. We haven't said the word fuck once. Where is Alpha Omega Sin? He's waiting in the wings.
Right.
He's got something on his
here.
mind. He's not bringing it up. What's going on?
Well, with I really didn't.
You forgot to say fuck. Say fuck.
Fuckity fuck sticks.
There you go.
I think we've reached our fuck quota for that section. Thank you very much for bringing us right back on track.
Absolutely, I do what I can.
Yay.
The trailer, I hate trailers like the one that Sony showed off because it showed off nothing, but it got lots of people talking, and I don't really know what the fuck that they honestly plan on doing. I don't know if they plan on trying to go and one-up the competition before E3 and announcing their shit early to go and put the pressure on Microsoft and even Nintendo, come E3 and everything after. But if they don't announce something big with all this talk, they're going to get a ton of shit for it. That's the main thing. If they don't show off a PS4 and Orbis or whatever the fuck they're going to talk about, or if they don't show off a completely reevaluated strategy with the Vita, nobody's going to give a fuck. And if they do some whacked out shit like we have a new PlayStation Move or the Wonderbook 2.0, people are going to shit molten lava right through their goddamn fucking cranium.
Giant enemy crab 2.
You know what? I've got a theory. Right, I think they put this teaser up, as Alpha mentioned, to get people talking. So basically what they've done, they've just made an ideas pop for us all. With all these rumors that people keep dreaming up.
Well, I don't really think that we had a whole bunch of that. I think it was a whole bunch of, what the fuck are they trying to sell us?
Yeah, I can live with that.
Gabbo!
Apparently Gabbo is coming!
Gabbo! Motherfucker.
No, I hope that they end up doing at least something with it, or else it's just kind of pointless. If anything, I'm putting all my eggs in a basket for E3 to be where they drop everything. If they do it early, I won't be surprised, just because from a business standpoint, it's an excellent strategy. And even the everyman who goes on the internet to read up some kind of fucking news is aware that there are development kits from Microsoft and from Sony in the hands of big time publishers and development studios. That's not, any kind of news, but to actually give us some specs, what does this thing look like? When's it going to drop? What can it fucking do? What's it going to cost? Like a whole bunch of other shit. If they even just say, here's the name of it and here's what it looks like, that's enough to basically get people blown up and fucking like excited.
Well, I guarantee they won't tell you the specs of the machine, because once you stick that now, once you stick that spike in the ground, you have to contend with it, and you got your competitors right on your ass.
That's true.
Saying, well, our one's going to be better than that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that it's something. I hope it isn't something like, I don't know. They're like, it's going to be the next big firmware update. It's like, wow, way to go, champ.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ridge Racer.
I can't imagine that. Yeah, Ridge Racer. $5.99, $99.99, $99, $99,
Microtransaction.
$5.99,
Or they're just going to announce, hey, guess what? We got hacked again. We just want to tell you publicly and give you a cool teaser trailer. Your information's floating.
Have a free comment to Big Planet. An apology.
Yeah, well, we had something to tell you, but the hackers stole it, so see you next year.
We got hacked again.
If they want to do anything,
here's free games that you already own.
If they want my money, if they want my excitement, just be like, here's a teaser trailer. Also, Legend of Dragoon 2 is coming out. I'm like, okay, that's cool. They'd immediately just have my fucking cash sitting pretty.
I'd be happy with a game that's actually worth playing now, personally.
Well, the interesting thing is that's a lot to be riding on the shoulders of E3 2013, wouldn't you say?
Well, like, the new generation is going to start fully in the next couple of years anyway, so
sure,
they might as well start saying, well, this is what the PlayStation 4 is going to do, and we're going to work on it for a bit to make sure that it's right this time. If they actually say they're going to make it right, then let's just hope they do. And let's just hope they don't.
What's clear here is that Sony has more writing on this, reputation-wise, business-wise, hell, stock portfolio-wise, everything for them, at least in the realm of video games, is, writing on E3 2013. And that's kind of a scary thing, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've had 2 failed console releases in this past, 5 years at least.
Oh, well, yeah, both of them in the handheld market, though.
Well, the handhelds were actually, I agree. The handheld market for Sony wasn't the greatest at all.
Yeah, they've done what they could, but what are you gonna do? But
the PSP and the PS3 both picked up steam over time, especially the PSP. Like out of nowhere, it was just like, and then all of a sudden,
PS3.
Huh?
No, picked up steam.
Oh, okay.
No, it doesn't have steam. If it had steam,
it was hyperbole.
If it had steam, we'd have to call it a steam box.
If it had Steam, there would be, oh man, that would be fucking crazy. I don't even know what the market would be like right now. But it took them a while to get started, but I think all consoles right out the gate, you don't ever see a lot of consoles nowadays like starting off and being extra fucking strong unless they had the hype machine built up behind them. I mean, the main reason why the PS2 was a fucking monster was because of the hype machine. It was a big deal. Its launch was fucking garbage. And I know somebody out there will argue, well, it had no, just shut the fuck up.
Time splitters. Fuck you.
Like it had next to nothing.
It's really easy to judge the distant past through the knowledge of the future.
Yeah,
it's called hindsight.
The PS3, it had a fucking garbage ass launch, but I can think of so many other systems that had shit launches, but are legendary systems down the road because it takes time. And, if they are going to announce something, the only reason why I'm kind of skeptical about this entire thing of them actually announcing the Orbis or PS4 or what the fuck ever right now is because they had said blatantly on numerous occasions now that they do not plan on releasing their console before Microsoft. And Microsoft is pretty much mum about everything right now because damn well they're only working on a new fucking system, new IPs, and all the other happy horse shit.
Poker face.
Well, let's just hope they actually release some games this time.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, they're supposed to be
I
working
don't know.
on more first-party shit, so hopefully they fucking end up doing that. That'd be nice for a change.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, but at this point, not to get too far off of Sony, but Microsoft really could just kind of walk away and not really worry about it anymore.
Well, they have the smart glass to work, to rely on, don't they?
We know how that's just going to fucking change the world, isn't it?
It's not changed my
Well,
world in any way.
All
So.
that having been said, one thing that's very clear is all eyes are on E3 2013. And I'll tell you this right now. The presentation coming from Sony is either going to be fucking epic or hilarious.
My money's on hilarious.
Well, we hope so. So we hope for the best in Sony in the coming years, and we hope that since the trailer told us nothing, something might come of it, and that's all we hope for.
Let's hope we get something from nothing.
I know, exactly. So anyway, on with the rest of this show. We got it's time for the cunt bag, and we thank you for dropping your messages at the 8-Bit Cunt Bag, and we appreciate your messages that come to the 8-Bit Cunt Bag. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, correspondence of any kind, please drop us a line at 8bitpodcast@gmail.com.
Where's Razor Fist?
Okay, you're fired.
I miss him.
Oh,
I miss his long words I don't understand.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go. So you've got your long word now. You happy?
No, I don't
Larry, are you-
understand it.
Good.
Are you all right, Larry?
Yeah.
Do you need some warm milk, perhaps?
I think he
do,
needs a tissue.
And a cookie.
And a cookie.
We
All
can't
right.
afford
While we're
cookies
getting
yet.
Larry some warm milk and a cookie, we take a dive into the cunt bag right here, like I said, at 8bitpodcast@gmail.com. Our first piece comes to us from Kyle North, and Kyle North says, "Hey guys, glad you're back for season 3. Well, we're glad to be back, Kyle, and thank you for having us. And before I forget, audience, you motherfuckers, thank you for having us back again for season 3. If I hadn't mentioned that already, sometimes I forget. But he says, I just wanted to know your thoughts on Resident Evil Revelations being ported over to every gaming platform under the sun. And if it does well, do you think it might be the thing that makes Capcom see what direction the fans would like the series to go in? In my eye, it's what Resident Evil 6 should have been."
It was going to be Resident Evil 6 at one point as well.
Is that true?
Yes.
Is that true?
It should have been Resident Evil 6.
Well, I mean, general thoughts. I enjoyed the 3DS version, but I have not. I didn't. How many is everybody getting the Resident Evil Revelations or
I am. It's
I
called the
I just thought it was Wii
Platform.
exclusive.
platform?
I thought it would have been on the Wii U because it's got, with it being gone from 3DS to a home console, I would have thought it would have had, used the touchscreen.
Well, who's to say it won't though?
But apparently
I
it's
think it
been
would be an
ported to
easier
everything though, isn't it?
transition.
That'd be a very easy transition.
Is this the American version? Resident Evil Revelations?
That's the South American version.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the spelling mistake. edition.
Revelations, yeah.
Well, the thing is, I think that this is gonna I got to see them side by side, what it looks like, and it's not just a basic port. They weren't actually kidding. If you see the screenshots side by side, the character models look dramatically different, in a very good way. Obviously, textures look a lot nicer. The character models themselves look smoother and more detailed. And then that's not even including the bunch of features that they want to go and toss in, which is also very nice. I'm just glad that there'll be dual analog stick. That's the main thing, because I never got to play with the Circle Pad Pro. I don't own one, so I played through the game with just the one, and that kind of sucked.
I've got the Circle Pad Pro, then I bought a 3DS XL, and I thought, fucking hell, I'm not going to buy another one.
Why not? You may as well get the matching set.
Oh, well, they should have put a right thumbstick on the 3DS XL.
There's enough fucking space on that thing. They should. Yeah, you're right.
I'm surprised that they didn't. That's what I was imagining.
Because I want you to buy that as well. Another add-on.
Yeah. More proprietary plastic crap.
Yes.
No, but I already. I mean, I actually ended up fucking covering this because I read about it, but this pretty much is the direction that Capcom wants to go in, because they're seeing that sales for 5 and 6 are pretty much kind of just dying. And on top of that, you have a bunch of reviewers that are picking it apart, and you have a lot more fans that are picking it apart, and you have a lot more people who are having problems with it than people who are praising it. At least the current direction. Yet everybody is praising the living shit out of the last time that they really did a traditional Resident Evil, and that was the one on GameCube and Wii, technically. And there's also the rumors of Resident Evil 2 remake. If they go down the path like they did with that Resident Evil 1 remake, I'm all for it. I'll be happy with that alone, because that to me is exactly what we need. We don't need Resident Evil trying to be like every modernized fucking shooter out there, because then we're not getting a Resident Evil experience. We're getting a shooter.
Kind of like Dead Space 3.
Yeah, we can go and buy one of those shooter games, and we can go buy Call of Duty if we want to play Call of Duty. We want to play Resident Evil. We want to play Resident Evil, not Call of Duty with the Resident Evil mask on.
Well, same with Silent Hill, really, as well.
Silent Hill is a goddamn fucking mess. I don't know what Konami is. Like, even if some of the newer ones are good here and there, it's definitely not what it was. And it's changed hands so many times. It's changed direction so many times. That franchise alone fucking depresses me.
Do you think it's anything to do with Western developers getting hands of these Japanese titles, licenses?
Honestly, no. I don't think it has anything to do with that. Because originally it seemed like, they were trying to just do a Silent Hill game, but it was the fact that it wasn't in the hands of the original creators anymore. They kind of knew what the fuck they were doing with it. You had a fourth title that wasn't even technically a Silent Hill game, but they had to go and put Silent Hill on it because, well, its namesake was worthy enough of getting it to fly off fucking shelves. Not a bad game, mind you, but not a Silent Hill game. And it, all these other developers, they step up to the plate. They were trying to be Silent Hill. Then they were trying to reimagine it. And then they were trying to go in their own direction. Every single time, it's not making anybody happy. Except for the diehard fans that lie to themselves.
Poor them.
And then there'll be somebody, again, is going to be like, no, this was good. And, you can think it's good. That's all fine and gravy. But, again, let's compare it to Silent Hill 1 or 2 or 3 and let me know how that goes.
Best of luck there. That's all I can say. I've not played a Silent Hill game since 2. Well, yeah.
I mean, that's the way it is, though. If they're gonna fucking make Silent Hill, that's fine. If they want to continue pursuits of making survival horror games, that's fine. Create a new IP, and just go with that. Quit just fucking milking that same teat over and over again. That shit's dried up and just dragging through the dirt. It's terrible looking. It's got fucking broken glass and fucking little insects crawling about it. Nobody wants that shit anymore.
It's leaving a trail.
Yeah, it's leaving a dust trail. It's really fucking bad. And as for Resident Evil is going to go down the same exact path if Capcom isn't careful, and they can't afford to do something like that. It's one of their biggest franchises. You fuck it up, you're losing out on millions.
Yeah, they already shot Mega Man through the neck.
Yeah,
they did that on
to Street Fighter.
Yeah, I know.
They're doing the same to Street Fighter.
Well, it's just Street Fighter 2 every single time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Street Fighter 2, I mean. Yeah.
It's Street Fighter 2 plus that guy.
They cancelled the Strider reboot as well recently.
Oh god, that fucking killed me. Yeah.
I didn't hear about
Strider is such an amazing fucking series, and nobody even knows it, because when was the last time we got Strider on PS1?
Yeah.
Wow, is it that long ago?
Yeah, Strider 2, and it wasn't even that fucking common of a game. That was the weird thing. They did nothing to really advertise it back then, and I mean even
they even got it the wrong disc as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they got the discs mixed up.
Yeah, they got the disc.
Oh my god, I fucking forgot about that.
That's how much care they give about. But the reboot's going to be made by Grin, the people who made the Bionic Commando reboot, and he was going to be Russian this time around. It's going to be like a Russian Strider. That's the only thing I really knew about it.
Russian Strider. I don't know about all that, but I mean, if it's cancelled, it's cancelled.
Yes, well, it got cancelled because Grin went bust.
Mm.
And I think they got a lot of hate over the Bionic Commando reboot as well.
No, I'm just hoping that, as always, as a fucking long-term fan of many of the franchises that Capcom has under their umbrella, that they're seeing that eventually as a company, they're going to go broke, which I guess that's a Street Fighter reference. Haha, go for broke. Anyway, if they keep on going down the same exact path of just pissing on and pissing away their fucking talent and their fans and their franchises, then you won't exist anymore, and somebody else is gonna have to scoop it up. And I'll just say this much: Nintendo, please buy Mega Man. You're the only one who can do something with it. The end.
Yeah.
How about Way Forward? I think they make a good Mega Man.
Do you think?
They make good
Way
2D
Forward would
games.
make an amazing Mega Man game.
I would like to see. Oh God, I remember.
That's
I
all
was
they
talking-
do now. They just give him boobs
And big eyes.
and big eyes and a scream at the end when you die.
Turn him into a genie.
See now.
Now we feel
Now
happy.
Well,
it's
here,
it's
just real
possible.
quick. So, would any of you guys pick up Resident Evil Revelations on one of the current gen consoles?
Revelations. I thought it was a Wii U exclusive. I didn't know it was coming out on anything else.
No, it's coming on PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U. As a matter of fact, it was announced for PS3 and Xbox 360 well
Is
before
it
it was
coming
for
out
the
on the
Wii U.
PC?
I don't know, honestly.
Have you heard on the grapevine
I'd buy it.
recently that they're planning on actually rebooting Resident Evil?
Yes.
It's going to be a reboot of Resident Evil 2.
I'm pretty sure the DMC thing is going to seal that.
I think so too. If they give it to
Well,
the
I don't
music
think that they
theory,
can
it'll
really
probably end up
afford
being
to
an emo
reboot.
for all the fucking time. Jill's
All
turned
right.
into an emo. No.
If they reboot Resident
It was turned
Evil
into a
1,
sandwich.
it wouldn't make any sense. You'd have 3 Resident Evil 1s.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
I don't think that would
There's,
make sense.
there's 3 Bionic Commandos.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I can't.
Can't really fight that one.
No, I can't. No, that's very true. But it's, I mean, for something as big as this, for as long running as this, and it's a household name. Bionic Commando, not so much. Resident Evil, transcended video games and went into the mainstream of pop culture. To go and have Resident Evil, then it's like Resident Evil on GameCube. So is this that one, or is this a remake and then another Resident Evil? And is it like new characters, new story? I have no clue. I'd rather them just get their shit together and continue the storyline, or fill in the gaps between some of the fucking games. That'd be really cool, because there's like a bunch of years in between certain games, and nobody knows what happens.
Yeah, and
So-
add a feature where you can bitch slap Ada Wong.
Yeah, that or just stick it right in her fucking mouth and shut her the fuck up.
That too, but
Doesn't
that bitch
matter.
got teeth.
And also, we need Billy and Barry and Hunk in one game. There you go.
Yeah, Barry's gone AWOL, hasn't he?
Yeah, he saved Jill at Resident Evil 3, and that was the last time that he was in the official storyline. I don't count him being in a mercenaries mode or anything, but he saved Jill, and nobody saw him ever again. And they've just said, "Yep, he's on a mission in Europe."
Wasn't Resident Evil
Translation.
4 in Europe?
We hate gingers.
That's gonna be part of the G virus. It just fucks with the shit.
Gingivitis.
Yeah, not the ginger virus. Everybody becomes redheaded and their souls just fucking go and
Get
it
irate
just
over nothing.
depletes.
Oh,
Oh, say that's
like
how
this.
they got rid of. That's how they got rid of Judy on Family Matters.
And then suddenly Cartman becomes a playable character. It's amazing.
I'm getting him.
Yeah.
right. What's
Anyway,
next in the whole bag?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some more mail right here actually at heybitpodcast@gmail.com. This comes from Chrono1220. Chrono1220 says, "Hey guys."
Hey,
He says, "I've been a fan since episode 1, probably one of your older listeners. I'm 36. Loser. But you guys make my 50-minute I apologize.
I'm 12.
But you guys make my 50-minute weekday commute to work much more enjoyable."
oh,
He says, "I have a question for you guys," which I imagine that's what most of these emails are about. He says, "Do you guys have any favorite games that have been hated on by the general gaming public?" He goes on to say, "Two of my favorite desert island games," I imagine that means games that you would play on a desert island even though you'd be sans
British.
electricity. So I'm not quite sure how that comes into play. But he
No,
says,
it's like-
"Are
Gilligan's Island has got like a couple of coconuts spinning round and sort of
oh, there you go. It's like riding a bicycle.
It's got a monkey-powered bicycle that gives electricity.
Make a nuclear reactor out of some coconuts, but couldn't fix a hole in a boat." Let me see. He says his two favorites are Goonies 2 and Golgo 13 Top Secret episode for the NES. He says, it has become a tradition for me to play through both of these games at least once a year. Goonies 2 has become a bit of a cult hit now, but boy, did I get shit for owning that one back in the day. Anyway, he says, I lost my train. Oh, here we go. He says, Top Secret episode wasn't perfect by any stretch, but it brought some cool ideas to the NES at the time, and implied sex, and titties if you had the Japanese version. The sniping scenes are damn near impossible, and they somehow made the maze scenes worse. Anyway, guys, keep on hating. Chrono. All right, well, I just want to say, Chrono, that you have really shitty taste in NES games.
I like Goonies too.
Do you like Goonies too?
I
Well,
do
then
like
I hope
Goonies
you're thrown
too.
off a bridge.
I like the mother at the beginning, and she looks like
Oh,
she's having a
God.
stroke when she's talking. That's always hilarious.
No, I mean that game makes me want Cyndi Lauper shot through the neck with a large caliber pistol.
Oh, but Andre the Giant's in that music video, and everybody likes Andre the Giant.
Well, I don't care about the music video. He was also in the Princess Bride. You don't see me defending it on that basis. Anyway, what games do we like that are free to be hated on by the masses? I'll just go. I'm going to say Super Mario Brothers 2 and The Legend of Zelda 2. And there you go.
That's a fucking alright game, but telling everyone that shit.
Hey,
Simon's Quest.
Simon's Quest?
A lot of people don't like that for some really odd
Because the
reason.
AVGN is fucking
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
It's
Game.
actually a damn good game, I
If
thought.
it's shit, it must be shit.
If some asshole in Pennsylvania must think that it's crap, well, then there you go.
He lives in Pennsylvania.
I don't know, I'm guessing.
Hey, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Ah, that's it. He lives in a margarine tub.
He lives.
He lives in Intercourse, Pennsylvania, and he lives in a margarine tub where nice people with hands, show off muffins.
I like Turning Point Fall of Liberty because the game is so bad, it's actually really good to play. But it is so bad. It's just so fucking funny to play the game because it's so bad.
Well, how
I like
bad is it?
Singularity, and not a lot of people do.
I love Singularity.
I was
I
gonna
think
say, dude, I've
fantastic.
never heard somebody say anything bad about Singularity. I've just heard people either say nothing or nothing but good stuff about it.
It's because Activision just gave it shitty press. That's why. They gave it no press whatsoever. And nobody played it, but it's a fantastic game. It's pretty much a Russian time-traveling Half-Life, really.
It's fantastic. I love it. I might actually play it again. I think I will.
mean,
Yeah,
there's-
fuck it. I'm going to play it again.
You know what? I'm gonna just name off a bunch of like fucking modern games that I can think of that I enjoyed, and for tons of different reasons, people were just like, "I hate this." I was like, whatever. You can fucking give it shit, but I think it's cool. First off, Lollipop Chainsaw. I enjoyed the shit out of the game. I thought it was a ton of fun, despite the fact that is it a perfect game? No, but there is no such thing as a perfect game. That's just a fucking fact. Even my favorite
Half-Life
games
2.
are flawed. But Lollipop Chainsaw being one of them. What the fuck was the other ones? I actually had a list in my head. Oh, Shadows of the Damned, which there's an actual link to both of those because of Suda 51.
Mhm.
So there you
I
go.
found that too easy.
Yeah. Well, there's also. Did you guys ever play Wet?
Yes.
Yes.
That is
Okay,
such
what-
a good. That is like Kill Bill on fucking.
That's what I'm saying, man.
crack,
It's like a
it's
Quentin
crazy.
Tarantino made game. And then there was fucking Deadly Premonition, which a bunch of people fucking like now, but when I was first playing the fucking game, everybody did nothing but mock it, make fun of it. Oh, the graphics look like shit. Oh, the gameplay's fucking stupid. Oh, the voice acting. Now all of a sudden everybody went on this fucking hipster tangent saying that's a great game. It's like, dude, suck my fucking dick. Like, you didn't like the game until you read that other people liked it. Then all of a sudden it's fucking cool to like it. Blow me. Fucking faggot motherfuckers. Let's see. Beyond that, okay, Catherine. That game gets a ton of shit just because there's like it's like hentai or porn or something.
Is it?
And,
Is it about as
people are like,
far
yeah,
removed
You have to
from
jack off to like
hentai?
Japanese fucking cartoons or something to like it. Like, no, that's like one of the most awesome fucking puzzle games I've ever played. And the storyline is really out of control and really out of hand. And if you're a fan of the Shin Megami games, you should play it because it's got a real twisted storyline, tons of different endings, challenging gameplay, and stuff like that. And here, this is a fucking doozy because everybody hates on it, but I liked it. Duke Nukem Forever. Not perfect. Not one of the best Duke Nukem games, but you want to know what? I fucking liked it.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah, blow it out your ass.
You know,
Yeah.
before I forget, I gotta get on here and I gotta say something real quick. I'm gonna defend Metroid Other M, and I don't give a fuck who says it. I enjoy that game. And you know what, Alpha Omega Sin? I know you. I can see you right there. You know, you're wringing your hands like, oh, this guy. You know what? Fuck you. I like that game.
I'm going to rescue my boyfriend's helmet now.
Hey, hey, hey. I may like Metroid Other M, and I also like the American President. What?
You want to know
Oh,
what?
no.
Here, how about this? Metroid Other M should have just been called Metroid Other M Get Back to the Kitchen Edition. Because that's all that they were doing to poor fucking Samus. They were treating her like a fucking bitch. Meanwhile, Samus would have fucking killed those motherfuckers. Fucking just said, oh yeah, they had bounties. And cashed a fucking, flew to another planet, and owned everybody. Fuck all these assholes who just showed up out of nowhere. Nah, that's silly shit. It should have been an epic game. I don't know. It's just... damn it, Yell Chaos. Tell everybody it's awesome.
It's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can I suggest that you, what's the name of the guy who asked the question?
That was Chrono 1220.
Chronos 12. Play the Commodore 64 version of the Goonies as well. That is a fantastic game, but nobody has ever played it.
Nobody owns a
Ever.
Commodore
Not
64.
even
game.
you.
Yes, awesome game.
Not even Larry Bundy.
Well,
Jr.
no, it just gets overshadowed by the Nintendo version. That's why. But it's a
wait.
really, really good game, the Commodore 64 version.
Does it
of
have the
Goonies.
same amount of mermaids in it?
No, it's basically you play two characters at the same time, and it's sort of a puzzle game where one has to hold levers and that while the other one moves about. It's a bit like The Cave, really, almost.
I see.
Yes.
I thought of one last title I'm going to throw into my pile of whatever the fuck. Stranglehold. It's not a bad game.
It's
I hate
Max
that-
Payne.
Yeah, it really is. Imagine Max Payne, but it's not all about fucking inner monologues where they're fucking depressed beyond understanding.
I've got
Yeah.
a dead baby.
I
Yeah.
missed again. Painkillers.
I hate myself drinking
Yes,
and
my-
pills, drinking
Yes.
and pills.
Because well, that's oh shit! I'm in trouble now.
You want to know what? I fucking love Max Payne too, especially the first one because it always looks like he smells shit. He has the Jerry Seinfeld face on the entire time. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the deal with having a dead wife?
I mean, what is the deal? Go in slow motion and the bullets don't even go past me. It's like, what's up with that?
Who are these people?
So, what did come first out of Max Payne or The Matrix for bullet time?
don't know, that's a good
Matrix, I think. 98.
Huh.
Matrix was 1998.
Can we please stop
Max Payne was
getting too smooth or any
2001, I think.
like tendencies.
You what? Hello? What did you
Hello.
say?
I said nothing. Please go on, you and your Matrix.
No, I just
talking
said
about
the
bullet
Matrix
time
was
and shit like that.
1998, and I think Max Payne 1 was 2000, 2001, around about that time. I can't be exactly sure without looking up.
It's like what came first out of Pitfall, Harry, and Indiana Jones.
Ooh. You know, one of
Alright,
these days
so
we can go to
My
quiz
money's
show.
on Pitfall.
Does anybody else want to toss in random games that they like that have gotten the fucking big old middle finger by everybody?
Race Driver Grid. A lot of people didn't like that game for some reason. I love it. I think that it's just fantastic the way you can just drive along and actually smash into a fucking fence and your car actually breaks to pieces. And you can drive around
And you
with...
can rewind it as well, can't you?
Exactly. Now, that's one thing I don't like, is the rewind. You know, I'm driving along and then suddenly I hit a wall. Then I have to rewind. I just don't understand it.
You don't understand the concept of rewind?
I don't understand why they put it in a racing game.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, say you don't, because if you mess up a lot, you can sort it out better. It's either that you have to take do the real reset thing and start again.
That's just more fun. It's more fun.
Oh, surely
fucking up.
rewinding's more fun.
Yeah, rewinding's dull. They put it in the Forza games as well. I was like, what the fuck?
My God, is this what a British argument sounds like?
A British argument means we're too polite.
Put it in that
You go
Blitzer
first.
time sweeper.
Because this is like an argument in bullet time right now. Just wow, you call that a good time?
Oh, package.
Oh, you don't know a good time. I'll tell you a good time.
Yeah.
One time we went. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make fun of your Britishness.
Yes.
Oh, man.
But anyway.
Do you have
Yes.
to talk like
Don't
that?
mock us. We'll have our country back.
Oh, I know. Well, no, we already stole it from the Indians, so you got to go through other channels.
Anyway. French.
No. Yes, but then we forced them into the snow,
Yes.
Oh, they became
and there they remain. And there they remain. Anyway, on with the show. You know what? There was some good news because, friends, as you know, Toy Headquarters is no longer with us. The publisher known as THQ was divvied up and cut up, and as we've discussed throughout the annals of history and so on in the last few weeks. And apparently Darksiders is not dead. And I'm very Isn't that amazing?
It is.
Amazing shit. And for more, we go to Alpha Omegason because he thinks this is really good news. Mr. Omegason, is this really good news?
Live
It
on
is
location.
Live
Let's
on
see,
location from his front room.
it's super awesome news. Vigil Games, the people that brought us Darksiders 1, Darksiders 2, both are fantastic games, by the way. So if you have not played them, at least give them a try. But yeah, THQ, all their stuff basically got thrown onto the chopping block and bought up. The individual development studios went elsewhere. The individual IPs went elsewhere, except for Vigil and Darksiders, which was a crying shame. Well, the fine folks at Crytek came along and, like Superman, swooped in to save the day. They picked up the entire team, but they don't have the Darksiders IP. Now, you might be thinking, how is this good news? They won't be able to continue. Well, Darksiders, the intellectual property of Darksiders, 1 and 2 and everything associated with it, will be going on sale again. And they might honestly be able to pick it up for even cheaper than they would have initially whenever it was first put up for sale during the initial auction. So this is just really good news because they'll be able to continue and make it Darksiders 3. So huzzah to that, and whatever random things that they want to go on and make that weren't Darksiders games, they'll be able to go and do that because they're a really talented team and fucking deserve it. Especially when you consider how much crap is put out there. It's a shame to think that people who did make really cool stuff would have been jobless and not providing us with hours of entertainment and really good gaming memories.
But I want to know who bought the rights to the Super Nintendo Pit Fighter? That's what I want to know. THQ's crowning moment. Family
if anybody
Dog
has answers to that, we would like to know.
and Beethoven, the game. So Home Alone, the game. It's pure classics from THQ. Where are they gone? Who's bought them? Bethesda.
Yeah, I know. They gave us WWE 12 and 13.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Ooh, what a stinking piles of dog shit they are.
I know. So
a
sing
lot.
the praises of THQ.
Yeah, THQ, sorry to say, but you made some good games and a lot of bad ones.
I don't know. I mean, really, honestly, I hate to really rain on anybody. Well, who the fuck am I kidding? I live to rain on parades. THQ, come on, man. If they ever made good or released good games, I assure you it was by accident.
Yeah,
Well, they had two things going for them, at least for me, and that was Darksiders and Saints Row. So I was all for those. Everything outside of that was
I still insist that Saints Row was an accident.
possibly, but I mean, it's
Well, it was originally supposed to be a serious game, wasn't it? And then they started.
I have the feeling, and then I think somewhere they got mad at somebody, and like, you know what? Throw in a big purple dick.
well, that's the thing.
Dildo.
Part one was kind of serious, but to be honest, part one was.
Oh, the
still-
ending was really serious, wasn't it? That was a fantastic ending it had.
I don't know. I couldn't get into part one.
Aw.
It's not like I thought it was a bad game.
Well, you
I
die at
couldn't-
the end of the first one.
Huh?
The character you play as dies at the end.
Well, until you play
Spoiler.
part 2.
So they, yeah.
And then,
Oh, fuck off.
dude,
Like,
it's
a
hardly
7-year-old game. Fuck off. You're not.
But
Yeah, you die at the end. So.
You caught it by now. You're not going to.
Well, did you guys hear that they're already in the works of part 4 and it should be released this year?
Yeah, I heard that half of part 4 was originally the DLC for 3.
Yeah, they basically had like a bunch of it built, and they're like, "Fuck
Yeah.
it, you know, it's big enough to be its own game, so
This
why
is
not make
$10.
its own game?"
Let's stick 40 on it. Another 40.
Hey, you know what? It fucking worked in the end. But I mean, part 3, you know, I love the shit out of it. It just they decided they were like, you know what? People just play these games to fuck around and have fun. Let's do that and then some. And it gets Looney Tune-ish, but that's okay with me because that's kind of
so
what I wanted.
Yes, they want to run round and speak prostitutes to death with a giant purple dildo.
And I want to drive around a car that sucks people up, and I can shoot them out like a cannon, and then get a bunch of money for doing it. And that's not including all the crazy DLC where people become mutated. You're on the set of a sci-fi movie, flying around in an alien ship, and all the other bizarre shit, like going after people in gimp suits and fucking.
Oh,
just
speaking of which,
ridiculous shit.
did they say who's bought the rights to Red Faction, or was that gone on the wayside as well?
No, that one did get sold. I forgot the who though, because after I played the last one, I stopped caring.
No, I used to like the first one because it's essentially Half-Life, and I like Half-Life ripoffs. But
I really like Gorilla because of the hammer.
yes,
Just the hammer, just jumping out of a fucking car while like 15 guys with assault rifles are like staring me down, and I beat them all to death with my fucking Thor hammer. Like nobody's business. It was the best feeling. Then they're like, you have to go destroy something. Will you do it with mines and blow it up the easy way, or with your hammer? The hammer. And like fucking Bob the Builder, who just had a bad day. I was like, I can fix it.
I'm gonna wreck
And
it.
I did. Yeah, I'm a wreck it. Talking about pussy and whatnot.
Don't forget Metro 2033.
Oh yes, yes.
That is such a fantastic game.
I wish I got into that more. That's more my
Okay.
girlfriend's game.
They sent me
She
about
liked
3
it.
copies of the bloody game to review, and I only played about 20 minutes of it. I got to where I got outside, and I didn't know that you have to wear a gas mask outside. And
Also, if anyone's wondering, Larry does really good reviews, and you should go check them out. It's not like I'm plugging his channel or anything, but I will fucking kill you. Just saying.
Shameless
Seriously, I'm
plug.
good.
oh, thank you. Can you say that on your channel as well?
Oh shit! Now see, that's really plugging the channel. I'm gonna do it with the Larry.
I know.
Bundy
You
shirt
think you're
on
gonna get
channel.
like real prime time ad time or something, Larry?
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna wear my Larry
Oh.
Bundy top hat when I do it too,
Yeah.
and my
Top
briefs.
hat? I got an official top hat. Yes.
Well, I made it because
I want an official Larry Bundy Hawaiian shirt.
that would be fucking awesome. We just need to have like cartoon versions of you like dancing with bitches everywhere on it, and having coconut drinks. It'll be awesome.
Nice.
See, look,
Just,
this is more 8-bit merchandising, except for now we're
I know,
expanding.
right there. Yeah, that'd be like a sub brand, you know. Larry Bundy with bitches on a boat.
Yeah, bitches on a boat, bitches on a boat. And
Well-
Larry's gonna review how his escapades in bed went. This bitch was good, but that one was better. Yeah, review at 10.
Yeah. I'm Larry Bundy, and when you fucking bitches on a boat, can I recommend a drink with an umbrella in it?
Has to be a
Also,
drink with an
Metro
umbrella.
2033. There you go.
Awesome game, actually. I really. The one thing I did enjoy about it was the fact that you start the game at the end, and it was kind of like you're in this cool area and you're thinking, oh shit's just hit the fan, and then it starts off with nothing. Later on, you know, once you've done the first mission, which is like the tutorial.
I fucking hate tutorials.
Nobody likes tutorials.
Especially
You know
ones
what I miss? Just opening my fucking manual. Be like, oh, that's what I do. Instead of playing through the first like 3 hours of a game,
Manual. What the fuck is that?
or like Final Fantasy
I
13.
gotta just
which
play
is, like,
the
first
damn
half
thing.
of the game. That's a tutorial.
Yeah, tutorials are fun.
No, not when it stops the game to tell you to press jump and that. And press.
Or you get a fucking achievement. It's like you jumped over something. Ding! There you go. You
Yes.
feel good now?
Press the circle button to crouch. I did not know that.
Ding! Oh my god, a trophy. Amazing.
Oh, best trophies you can get are the ones where you sit down and watch the credits. That's a real achievement.
Or the ones that tell you is like, don't bother getting out of the line of fire. Your health will regenerate automatically.
I think
Yes.
it's weird whenever you get trophies for dying. You did bad in a game. Feel rewarded. Yay.
You were the last winner.
Yeah. You came in dead last. You still get something. Here you go. It's your
Participation
trophy.
bonus award. So those when I do a special needs kids stop them feeling upset about themselves, I give a little plastic trophy. And
You're the
I'm pretty sure the special
first
needs kids
winner.
have better fucking self-esteem than Xbox owners.
I'd have to pay £40 a year for the privilege.
I
No
also
kidding,
think that
right?
I think that they would also say a lot more sensible shit over a microphone during an online match.
I don't know.
No kidding.
You can't say it on the PlayStation because you need to actually buy the microphone first.
Have you watched my video of Comedy Night, the Xbox Live game?
I've noticed you've done a few of them.
Yeah, basically it's a stand-up comedy thing where you can go on a mic and tell jokes to people, and essentially the whole thing is 12-year-old kids going on there and telling racist jokes, and it's just so weird. I've got a video on my YouTube channel as well.
Shameless
Brilliant.
plug.
Yes,
That's two
Yeah,
in-
so
that's
you
two
know
in 10
you
minutes.
should
done
go
quite
to
well.
his channel.
yes.
It's not like this is subliminal messaging or anything about Larry Bundy's YouTube channel. They should go to Larry Bundy's YouTube channel, because if you do go to Larry Bundy's YouTube channel, then you'll be able to see the video that we're talking about on Larry Bundy Jr.'s YouTube channel. Please go.
Yes. You will feel pain if you don't.
Yeah, pain in your rectum.
Yes.
Then your eye socket. Then you have pink eye, and it's terrible. Pink eye from your brown eye. What do you think of that? Take that.
Speaking of
happens
the
here,
brown
so-
eye, rest in peace, THQ.
Yes,
In the
because you got
brown
fucked
So-
royally.
Yeah. So anyway, you know
Oh,
what?
no,
There's
sorry, can I just say one fun fact? Did you know that
Please.
THQ was originally LJN?
eyes.
Yes.
I think right now you just fucked up space and time in the gaming world as we know it.
Yes, they sold the company name to Acclaim and then rebranded themselves THQ.
That is fucking crazy.
That
Well,
is
good
crazy.
for them.
That's
They-
why all their NES games have the same sound effects and engines.
Wow, so turds to diamonds.
Yes.
That's something else. Wow. That's really fucked up.
So basically,
sure
all
things have been
LJN is THQ, but with more diarrhea.
The other way around. Yes.
Either.
That's like getting a golden ticket, but they just shit in it instead of giving you a chocolate bar.
there. Go find it.
Yeah. Those aren't nuts, by the way.
Oh well, they were.
Yeah. I've eaten that the other day, so just you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Just
So
don't just don't breathe on me, kid. Just don't breathe on me.
we run a classy show around here. I'm very proud. Anyway, big news, breaking news. The Ouya,
Oh yeah.
Android-powered little box that we were talking about last season apparently hits retail in June. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
I think it's very exciting. Apparently, it's a lot of retailers just can't wait to get this thing on shelves, even not just online, but in physical stores. Best Buy, Target, GameStop, want to have this on their shelves, and looks like it's going to be at the earlier proposed price of $99.99 and an extra controller at $49.99. I know I'm excited. I really am about this machine. It may not ever produce games that I'm interested in seeing, but I'm just delighted by the entire prospect. I can't be the only one.
Is it its own proprietary system, or is it just running Android?
It runs
It's
on the
running
Google
Android.
or the Android ice cream sandwich, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. And it's got a pretty good graphics processor in it as well. It's got a NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor in it, so it's not going to be a slouch.
So will I just be playing my Android games on it?
Yes,
So it's the same as a game stick, really, then?
you could say that.
But it is a dev kit in and of itself.
It is a dev kit, so it gives it actually. They say pull it apart and make your own shit for it. It's a do-it-yourself game kit.
Open source.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all.
Is it going
I
to
mean,
have its own marketplace in any way? Like
That's
Ouya
what I
only
understand.
games?
It's got access to the Android marketplace. Plus, with it having an NVIDIA Tegra chip in it, it's going to have access to the Tegra Zone as well, which is, games specifically designed for the Tegra 3 processor.
That's where Kenny Loggins went, you know.
Is it? I didn't know that.
Superman's also locked away villains there too. Kind of crazy. But that seems
Well,
like a good place for Kenny to go to.
I
But,
know. Tegra Zone.
I don't know, I think it will be kind of interesting because it will be a new piece of machinery out on the market. I just want to see what exactly it's going to do, against the competition, especially since we were just talking about with the new Xbox and the new PlayStation potentially coming out this year or even next year, and then you have the new Nintendo console. So it's a busy marketplace, and Wii's are still being sold. So you got a lot out there, and that's not even including all the Android stuff that's out, the tablet market, the i market, iPhone, iPad, iPod, etc., etc. Busy
I think
bumblebees.
it's just mainly going to compete with its Tegra 4 cousin, the Project Shield. I think that's where its main competitor's going to be, as well as the proposed Steam box that people keep going on about.
The Steam box will be very cool, I hope. But right now, I have a super fucking charged PC that I can run Steam on, so I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Does that mean will you be buying one or not for $100?
I think
Will you
it
buy buying one just out of curiosity that you have a new system?
To be honest, I'm not one of those people that need to oh my god, it came out, I need to have it. I mean, which may sound kind of silly because I just bought a Wii U, but the last time I bought a brand new console, brand new, when it came out, was Dreamcast. Before that, so it was a while.
And that kind of bit you in the ass, didn't it?
Oh no, I got my Dreamcast for free, so I wasn't complaining.
Oh well, then
With
nothing,
you know.
no ass biting to speak of.
Yeah, I won in a contest at a local game store, but I would have bought it anyway because there was a lot of stuff for it I wanted. But with the Ouya, the Ouya is one of those things that's like it's being marketed. So, huh?
What was the competition for? Is it was so you could sound the most like Steve Buscemi or something?
Like Steve Buscemi.
Stop yelling at me!
No, since the Ouya is such a different direction by comparison to what we're normally used to, this is definitely going to be one of those situations where I'm going to sit back and just see how it fares. Like, I want to see what it's going to have exclusively that I can't get anywhere else. Because, I mean, there have been instances where I want to play things that were Android-based, but I want to play it with an actual controller, like a physical controller, because touchpad controls are fucking rubbish for the most part, especially if you're trying to play a platformer. But I just want to sit back and see exactly how this is all going to work out. So I'll give it about a year, and if it's not looking good by a year, I probably will not ever give a shit.
That's one thing for me. I have no intention of getting it, on launch day or anything like that. But it is something that I'm gonna occasionally check in and see what they're doing, and because I have a feeling some kind of interesting stuff is gonna come out of that little box.
And it is only little. It's like the size of a pack of fries from fucking McDonald's.
They haven't
Absolutely.
announced. They
It's
have announced
smaller
that
than
you
the controller.
Oh, okay. They have announced that you can play on live on it.
Ooh.
Ooh, big fucking deal.
Who actually played on live?
I did because I got a couple of games for free on it, but
I tried the demo and I was like, yeah, this is not exactly exciting.
I don't like the idea of paying full price for a game that you'll never physically own, not even on a hard drive for download.
Mm.
And they're only licensed to hold the rights to the game for 3 years. So it's like basically someone coming over your house and taking all your 3-year-old games, saying, no, you're not having them anymore.
So basically, you get to lease the games.
Yeah, but you still paying prices for it.
Yeah, it's the same thing as leasing a car. You get to pay a whole bunch of money, and then, no, this is ours now.
I'd cry if somebody took all my 3-year-old games.
Yeah, but keep an ear out, folks, for the Android box, the Ouya, coming out in June, and we'll have more here on the 8-Bit Podcast and let you know what's going on, because I intend to keep my finger on that pulse and see what's going on, along with a lot of the other prospects coming up. But you'll hear more about that this season 3.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I was going to say, any games console that sounds like you're being kicked in the bollocks is awfully on a good start.
Oh.
Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, other news. In other news, DMC, Devil May Cry, in January shipped 1 million units, and apparently forecasts are now being slashed. Wow. I myself was not aware of how big the prospect was for this title. But Alpha Omega Sin, that's not a lot, I understand.
No, not considering the way that they were going and bustling about this, and the campaign, like the advertising campaign alone, should have generated a couple million more. Despite the fact that there is tons of scrutiny for this game from the get-go from tons and tons and tons of jaded fans like me and many out there who are potentially listening. But yeah, Capcom basically were talking big shit that this was going to sell out the ass. And sales figures came in, and even in the native homeland of Ninja Theory, the folks who made it and were talking it up everywhere. And despite all of the reviews, if you go through a lot of the reviews on major websites and publications and things like that, they're begging you to buy it. Like almost every single review I read, they were begging you, demanding you, pleading, please buy this game. Telling you that if you don't, there's something clinically wrong with you. And, despite all that and fucking glowing reviews of damn near perfect, it still didn't do shit compared to Devil May Cry 4, which the irony here is that Devil May Cry 4 was supposed to, have done next to jack shit. And they were just like, yeah, it was pretty disappointing. I think we need to reboot the series. So they reboot the series, and it did 10 times worse. So what does this say about DMC exactly? That's my major question.
Well, I think Ninja Theory's problem was it didn't have Andy Serkis in it, and they've got to have Andy Serkis in all their games.
I think the major thing that's wrong with it is that, well, it just isn't a Devil May Cry game. It's a Ninja Theory game. It does remind me of shit like Heavenly Sword and stuff like that, but it doesn't remind me of Devil May Cry. If I play Bayonetta, that reminds me of Devil May Cry. And
that's the other one.
Oh yeah, well, and I mean, Ninja Theory, they aren't the worst company in the entire world. It's not like they're not talented. They can put some good shit together.
I think they come across as pretentious quite a bit.
They're beyond pretentious. They're some of the most arrogant lot of fucking game developers I've ever seen fucking speak. To the point that it makes me grind my teeth with rage.
The producer modeled Dante on himself. I mean, that's how pretentious they are. So.
I mean, if you've ever read many of the, what's weird is there's a lot of stuff relating to them on the internet whenever DMC was first shown off that you can even find online now. And just a lot of snarky fucking comments of them talking down to, lots of people's, criticisms and the grievances with the design choices and the gameplay choices and the overall look. This is not aesthetically pleasing to the Devil May Cry fans. Well, fuck you. We like it. And while that might be good for you, that's not good for business. And it's going and showing. Everybody that said that this was going to mop the floor with all previous Devil May Cry games and, sales-wise, well, I hope you're enjoying eating your words. Because if you're not believing that this is a bad situation, they were doing certain sales with Resident Evil 6 that they would give you Devil May Cry for free. Or no, I'm sorry. They would give you Resident Evil 6 for free with Devil May Cry. So you're getting two games for the price of one, two of Capcom's biggest releases, and still wasn't adding up to jack shit. Though that could say something bad about Resident Evil 6 as well, but who the fuck knows? But yeah, disappointment, I think, is the key word here.
Disappointment, very much so. You know what else is disappointing? I understand that Forbes magazine did a small feature about this, shall we say, unpleasantness, and asked, are the fans to blame for the short sight on the sales? And I think that's kind of an insipid question, don't you?
It's a typical question that's been thrown around right now. It's like, we failed. It's your fault. We put out a product that you should have liked, but you didn't.
That you should have bought. Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you pay the money for our product?
I love how the terminology is blame.
The blame thrower.
I like that. That's going to be Capcom's new fucking weapon of choice.
The blame thrower.
Yes, that's very good, and that's gonna have
Okay.
Larry Bundy fucking seal of quality on it.
I know.
come
We have to work that in there
I'll say
somehow.
one more thing about Ninja Theory. An interesting fact not many people might not know. I was hired to be a character designer for their first ever game.
And which game was that?
A Kung Fu Chaos. They were looking for somebody who can do manga anime art, and I used to do a lot back then. I'd done some of the artwork for Oni as well, and they hired me, and it's just a fucking nightmare with them. Just everything kept coming back rejected. Fuck, you hire a manga artist, what the fuck do you want?
Okay, so
I thought
you
there
actually
was gonna be a
have
happy
like
story here.
see right now, and keep in mind, everybody, if you're listening, even if you fucking love Ninja Theory and Devil May Cry and all that shit, no one's telling you that you fucking suck for it or whatever. But right now, you're actually getting to hear firsthand what somebody gets to deal with when they're dealing with that company on a professional level. So
Yeah. They hired
go
me
on.
to draw
How
Japanese
hard?
style
They're
art,
terrible.
and everything was too Japanese. They didn't want Japanese, and why the fuck did you hire me?
They wanted manga, but not Japanese.
Yeah, they wanted a manga look, but not Japanese.
Larry, could you make me some chop suey, but please keep the Chinese flavor off of it?
Poor hamburger, for fuck's sake.
I want
I don't know what it
burrito,
is
but
that
I
makes
want
it
the
taste
taste
all
different.
ching chang chong, but I want it off of there now. Unbelievable.
So firsthand, you've got to find out that they aren't that great to work with.
I wasn't expecting them to reject so much artwork for doing exactly what I was told to do.
Okay, well here's a good question. Has anybody here gone to try the DMC demo?
Yes. And it blows.
Larry, did you get to try it?
I just played the full version.
Oh,
So-
okay. Oh, yeah. You, I forgot. You
I
got you
reviewed
got
it.
the game.
Yes. Death Threat.
Okay.
Oh, so you're one million.
Well, how about this? What is your take on it? Like your honest take. You know?
If it wasn't for the fact it's connected to Devil May Cry, it would be a pretty average, sort of not bad game. But I think it's because it's got the legacy of a better series behind it, and they've got the arrogance to say ours is better. We've redone, we've fixed something that's not broken. That's what they're saying, really.
And they have multiple times. That's one of my main issues with them. And some people will try to defend. It's just like, you don't understand. They've actually mocked the entire fan base that they're making a game for. They've mocked the creators of the franchise that they're taking the reins for. They have gone out of their way numerous times just to be assholes whenever everybody isn't basically fucking like praising them beyond understanding, and they have to tell you that they're geniuses, and they have to tell you that their work is great, and they have to tell you that's groundbreaking, but it's not. And I hate when somebody has to continuously keep telling you that they're great. You're not great because you tell me. Somebody has to actually genuinely find that you're great. But
Yeah.
it just blows my fucking mind. But this,
Well, there's
I can honestly say it's bittersweet.
In other words, you're saying it's a privilege, not a right.
Absolutely, that's how it should be. I mean, somebody should have to earn the title that they're given. They don't just, I'm king. Okay, how are you king? Well, I said I am.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, again, DMC, like, so many people have asked me to go and talk about it, and all I'm going to say is that
I just keep your mouth shut if I was you, because whatever you say, somebody's going to hate you.
you're going to have an entirely fucking split group. You have pro DMC people that go out of their way to find people that do not like it, and at the end of the day, it's a fucking opinion. If you like the game, good for you. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. That's why I asked you genuinely, what do you think of the game? I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, Larry Bundy Jr. is fucking retarded because he liked it. If he liked it, good for him. But me personally, I can't get into it. I can't get into it because of a lot of fucking reasons that I've been naming off, but mostly because, well, Capcom is a fucking asshole company for even doing this, and they lost one of their better studios because of it. And on top of that, Ninja Theory, I would love to absolutely just shoot a fucking load all over to shut them the fuck up.
Yeah, basically, it's Fisher Price.
You attempt to drown them, do you?
Drown them? Absolutely. That or
You're gonna
plaster
drown
them to
them?
a wall permanently and make them a fucking art fixture for people to gawk at.
Like I said, it's Fisher Price, my first Devil May Cry, really, isn't it? Really, I mean,
That's what I heard a lot of people say. and I got to see like all the fucking statistics on it. By comparison, Devil May Cry 3, which I consider to be one of the best action games I've ever played, like flat out. And anybody can argue that, and that's all fine and good. But Devil May Cry 3 is a fucking gem. And and even compared to Bayonetta, it's like night and day. They really can't even fuck with it. They think that they can, and they claim that they can, but at the end of the day, no, nothing.
Completely right there.
And not to mention the people that just blow up their own, they blow up their own ego and sound amazing. Did I mention that the Hate Bit podcast is the greatest podcast, as far as I'm aware?
Yeah, the best podcast according to us.
Did you know that?
I did not.
See, well, you should know that.
And we
And
say
everyone
it
else
goes
who's
well.
listening, you should know. You motherfuckers need to understand that we're great because, well, you already know why.
Because our
Yeah.
penises are big.
Absolutely. And if you don't believe us, ask your mommy.
Yes.
Your
Aw.
mums. That's how we can actually say we're motherfuckers and not feel bad. We feel justified. But no, DMC, it's, and Resident Evil 6, because we were talking about Resident Evil earlier. Resident Evil 6 also, they had, they were like, oh, we're going to sell X amount of units. They didn't even fucking hit that mark, and they weren't even close. They had to go and slash their projected forecast for the overall sales for it. And DMC, they had to cut it in half. Not just by like a margin or by like a decent amount, in half. That's bad, very bad. And especially when you pour that much money into another developer, into advertising it, and I'm pretty sure into the pockets to most of those fucking reviewers to tell people to buy it, because they sure as shit weren't doing it on their own unless they were fucking like brainwashed or something. It's silly. Oh, and what was that? The one thing that takes all the reviews overall from everything, Review Critic or some shit.
Oh, Metacritic.
Yeah, Metacritic apparently, like Metacritic's supposed to basically reflect on everything, and Metacritic's supposed to be super low for that game by comparison to the coverage that most websites and magazines have given it. But yeah, so that horse is beaten dead. What's next?
What's next is apparently Electronic Arts. You're not going to believe this. They fucked up something.
Whoa.
I know, it's shocking. I know. But
Can't believe that.
according to the Sainted Magnus and a number of other sources, EA has, am I understanding this right? Sainted Magnus dropped the Medal of Honor franchise?
Well, basically, they've took it out of rotation.
Yeah. Do you know what they actually have done? All they've done is made Battlefield a yearly title. So just rename Medal of Honor Battlefield.
Yeah.
That's what they've done.
Well, they fucked up fucking Medal of Honor Warfighter. I mean, totally fucked it up. To the point of it's not even fucking worth bothering with. Why do people always just sit there in silence when I stop talking?
Well,
we're in
because we were waiting for it. It was getting heavy. It was getting somber.
We're in awe of your presence.
You're in
Yes.
awe of my presence. You mean
Yes,
you're just trying to be polite again. Just don't be
we were
polite.
just being English.
Speak English. As long as we don't speak American, we're okay.
Hello.
Oh God, no! Is that it again?
Hello.
Hello, that's better.
So
Yeah,
might
so-
understand though that Medal of Honor is being blended into Battlefield.
Yes, they're making it a yearly title.
That's a
Battlefield.
horrible.
And
See,
it's just the same game, really.
Yeah.
I understand that, but
Medal of Honor's always been the Treyarch of Battlefield, really.
oh well. Be that as it may, it's just it's kind of interesting that right at a time where everyone's kind of decided that there's too many first-person shooters, hey, let's throw some more on the pile.
Yes. Well, I don't like the fact it's no longer set in World War II. That was the best thing about Medal of Honor.
That was the whole point of Medal of Honor. And then
Yeah.
Call of Duty was
That's
in
why
the
it's called
Second
Medal
World
of
War. Call of Duty had it in the Second World War. The first game was actually pretty damn good.
So did Battlefield.
So did Battlefield, yeah, with 1942 and 1943.
And so was Wolfenstein. What's your point?
Wolfenstein's better.
Well,
We need
I
a new
reckon
Wolfenstein
It's
game.
better,
World
no
War
doubt.
II is better because it's far more fun to shoot
It's
Nazis.
also there's less shirts.
Yes. No, everybody. It's hard. Nazis are better than Arabs, really, to shoot. Really, I think everybody hates Germans more than.
I think it is easier to hate Nazis than it is
Yeah.
anything else.
That's true.
I mean, I hate the Nazis more than I hate EA. Not by much,
That's a fucking big ask.
but exactly, but enough.
I thought a lot of Americans hated the Japanese for certain things.
Oh, me hate the Japanese? You don't talk to me very much, do you?
Low price technology, you bastards.
Oh, come on, man. They gave me the Honda Accord and the VHS cassette player. What could go wrong?
I know.
They also tried to tell me about the Betamax, but that's another story for an entirely different podcast.
Yes.
So EA has drop-kicked Medal of Honor and just kind of squished it into the Battlefield franchise,
Yes,
making it an
yeah.
annual.
Battlefield a yearly title.
That's a really fucking stupid idea.
They didn't do a good job with the fucking Frostbite engine. Fucking Battlefield 3 was fantastic with the Frostbite engine. It just didn't look right.
I like the Bad Company 2 engine they use because you can destroy things in it.
Yes.
There's just something really satisfying about blowing up somebody's house.
Oh, dude, destructible. I wish that they just had destructible environment in the game, because I'd love that in
And you bring out your hammer, wouldn't you? Again.
It would, like, that's one of my favorite things. That's why I like building cities in SimCity, just so I could destroy them, and then
fire
like,
and earthquake and so on.
Oh, it was just like bring aliens in, catch everything on fire, have Godzilla come in, trample shit. I was like, fuck yeah, go Godzilla.
That's why it'd be great to have like a Let's Play with Larry Bundy. Just imagine just setting houses on fire. I bet children live in this house.
But it's an orphanage.
Fuck orphanages. They had it coming.
Well, then they couldn't expect this was too far off.
I bet there was puppies in this house.
There'd be no more talk of parrots over here.
Or
anyway,
life.
now that we've a bunch of children, puppies, and parrots on fire, it's time for halftime.
Yeah. Sorry.
Take a little time and we stretch our legs and stretch our throats and get a little bit ready for the second half. Stretching your throats. Oh my God, sounds like a girl I knew in high school. But you know what?
Sounds like a good movie.
I know, no kidding, right?
Stretch
We have
Throat, the movie.
Sadness, though, we do have to kick off halftime here with some sad news. It's just come across my desk in the last few minutes here that Mass Effect 3 actor Robin Sachs passed away just recently, yesterday, as of recording of this podcast. He was the voice of Zaid Masani, and he also was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, an English actor he was. And he's to be missed.
Okay.
It's a thesp. A thespian.
A thespian he was.
Yes.
That sounds like a porno too, man. But anyway, so there's that. But this week, here on the halftime, we got the ball bag. And the ball bag is this time brought to you by a political message from the desk of Yell Chaos. Hello, I'm Yell Chaos, and I'm here to remind you, fuck One Up Studios. Recently, Brownie Brown changed their name to One Up Studios. I think that is an incredibly pretentious name, and I really hope that someone burns their studio to the ground.
Well, it's six less than 7 Up.
Exactly. So, yes, fuck them and anybody who looks like them. I'm Yell Chaos, and I approve this message.
Very good.
Very good. Anyway, so, Larry, how you been?
I've been good, thank you.
Oh, well, good.
Can't complain.
This is the time where we can kind of loosen up and just take a minute to be amongst ourselves. And
it's a short mini cast, we'll say.
It is. It's
I'm
always
petting my cat.
Are you petting your cat? See, this is great. This is the kind of camaraderie we have.
My cat Loki is sitting on my lap. I actually had to mute the microphone because he kept on like just rubbing against it, and I was like, shit, that's gonna make a lot of noise. So now he's like curled up. He's upside down with like his paws in the air, and he looks quite happy.
Good thing, because otherwise he'd flip over and step on your balls.
Ooh. And then that would make for an entertaining
The Alpha
video.
Omega gonads, they were put into jeopardy by the Alpha Omega Sin Cat.
Meow.
I'm having a grand old time. Oh, also, here's something for everybody. See, before the podcast, we were talking about cereal, and Yell Chaos was pretty angry because was eating apple cinnamon Cheerios, which are fucking delicious. Now, I'm not sure if anybody out there will remember these, but if you do, please say so I don't feel like that I'm just suddenly mental and remembering things that aren't actually there and creating my own reality and past. But they were called Oreo O's. Just, it's an Oreo cookie cereal, and it's fucking amazing. Take the concept of Cookie Crisp, but make it good. There you go.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
Cookie
fucking
Crisp
awesome.
does taste like it has like a donut glaze on it, doesn't it?
Huh?
Cookie Crisp seems to taste like it has some sort of a funky donut glaze on it.
I don't see Cookie Crisp. I swear tasted different when I was younger, because now I went back and I tried their cereal, and there was something wrong with it, like something terribly, terribly wrong. Like something fell into the thing that makes the cereal,
And they do it
just
every
kept it in
time?
there.
Yeah.
And this thing keeps falling into it.
Yeah,
Every
it tastes
single time
tastes
they
like
make
someone dropped saran wrap in it.
Oh god.
There's just this coating over the cookies.
Yeah, each individual bite will be wrapped up for your delight.
Maybe it's wolf hair.
There's a fingernail in mine. But no, Oreo O's. If somebody out there has actually had them or seen them, please say something, so that Alpha Mega Sin doesn't feel like he's delusional, which he might be. And it's not my fault. I just don't take my prescribed medication. So yeah.
That's why he has those ticks.
Yeah, quite often, too. Those aren't bodies in the basement. They're my friends. They just haven't had a pulse in years, and they smell funny.
Well, this is getting stranger and stranger by the minute, so I think it's time to launch into the hate bit ball bag. And as I said before, if you have questions, comments, concerns, correspondence of any kind, please drop us a line at hatebitpodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us right here on YouTube. You know how to do it. And in the personal messages, this one comes from the Ungamer1 right here on YouTube. And he says, am I alone in this? For about the 10,000th time now, I found myself playing as not only the, quote, good guy, but the center of the fucking universe. Can I get something else, please? Or have previous attempts soured the idea of reversing the roles? Sure, we had God of War with the ever-angry douchebag that was Kratos, but you were essentially passed off as the protagonist. Above and beyond my ability to see things as clear, black and white, I want something that defies the typical formula. I want to be the horror hunting the survivors, not the would-be survivor with 100 different guns with endless ammunition and quick time sequences to stop the horror. I want to be the band of heroes that doesn't stop every crisis from happening, but the one that has the hand in some.
Isn't that what the new Tomb Raider characters, Lara Croft's going to be like? She's going to be more vulnerable. And...
I think it's more or less people want to know, or he's asking, wouldn't you like a game where you are the villain?
or there's Rampage and Grand Theft Auto.
That's exactly what I thought, and actually, Rampage is the perfect example. I just wonder, maybe he's just yearning for, I don't know, the attempt to be more sadistic. I mean, you'd love to play a Batman game where you play the Joker.
You can play as the Joker on Batman Arkham Asylum.
No, but I mean,
on
DLC
PS3,
pack.
yeah, PS3
Right.
exclusive.
But I mean, where that's the entire focus.
I don't know. I would really just like a lot of games that give you the option to play as good or evil instead of play as a character and choose as you go along. Talking like completely different games, depending on if you play as good or evil. Instead of people just react differently to you, and you can kill them now. Oh man, different ending.
Well, Peter Molyneux said that he's done games where you play as a good guy, as a bad guy. You got your own choice, but it's really, really hard to be bad all the time. He said it takes a lot of effort to be a bad person all the time in a game.
I don't know. A lot of games seem like they make it too easy. It's like, okay, pick up Fable, go kill people. You're evil.
Well, if you try doing that in things like Fallout, everybody just shoots you all the time, so it's harder.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but then once you get some of the perks in the right order, you're fucking uber fucking tough. So.
Right.
I don't know, I just like the idea, and like I've always imagined this. And I know that this is like the very, 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 very tip of the iceberg, and it's just skimming it. But if they had a Pokemon game where you could play as a good guy trainer or like Team Rocket or Team what the fuck ever, that they have in that particular game. And depending on which path you take, you'll go to different regions. You'll have a completely different story. You'll have a completely different outlook and go up against different people and different Pokemon, just all sorts of different things. If they had something like that, I think it would be amazing. I'm talking like in a core game too, not just like some off-brand shit where they barely fucking make the attempt. I mean, right from the get-go, they always ask, "Are you a boy or are you a girl?" Well, then they should ask, "All right, well, are you going to be good or are you going to be evil, or a good guy or bad guy, or what the fuck ever they really want to go and label it as to make sure that it's kid-friendly and things
That's
like
the thing.
that."
I don't think Americans could handle that concept.
Oh, America's always the good people, though.
Yeah.
There's not an evil bone in their bodies.
Yeah,
America.
we won the
No,
Second
no,
World
not at all.
War. We won the First World
They
War.
take their
we won
vitamins and
this
drink
war.
their
We
milk.
won that war.
Yeah. We only, captured a continent by, enslaving the native people with alcohol and then shooting the rest in the back.
Well, the British Empire was built on people running around just going to other people's countries and then stealing it from them. Yeah, you see these spell fire. We nick your country. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, are you objecting? Here, have a bullet in the head.
Yes. That's pretty much the British Empire in a nutshell.
And then oh, I'm sorry about that. Here, have a free train.
Would you like your country back? Yeah, but you have to join this thing called the Commonwealth.
I just thought of something else that kind of, I think this would be kind of interesting. I don't have the entire thing worked out just yet in my noggin, but I just thought of it now. Imagine if they made a tower defense game where you play as Dracula and you're just setting up all these things to try to keep out the Belmonts. And
That would be cool.
You keep on upgrading, so then you can eventually start including sub-bosses and then, like, real bosses. Like Frankenstein's monster, fucking Dracula, or the Mummy and shit like that, which just sounds like I'm picking through the Universal.
I had a
stuff.
similar idea with Dr. Wily, and you have to build your own base up by putting like really stupid conveyor belts to stand on and spikes and stuff.
I like that idea a lot, except for they ought to make it co-op, and then you could play the role as Mega Man while they're going through it. I mean, that actually kind of reminds me of the feature on New Super Mario Brothers U. But yeah, that's actually a really cool idea. I would like something like that. See, these are good ideas, damn it.
We should develop our own independent gameplay company. And then
Except for we don't have access to those awesome IPs where these really good ideas get noticed.
Well, that's what Kickstarter's for.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, that is true.
Give you a t-shirt and some stuff.
I'm still waiting for Kickstarter to get used for Mega Man Legends 3. That's pretty much like going to be the next way for it to go.
I think Capcom's too proud to do something like that.
Oh, they're not too proud. They just don't give a shit.
Oh, okay.
They'll do it.
They are no more proud than money allows.
They'll do it because they're running out of money. So.
Anyway.
Any fuck-ups this past year?
Why don't they just do a variation of a Kickstarter where your pre-order money goes towards the development of the game?
Well, that's how it should be. I mean, to me, it's like, okay, here, the very lowest thing that you can go and give us is like $40 or $60 or what the fuck ever. And if everything goes through, you bought yourself a copy of the game. And if not, then obviously we're not making our game. But thanks for at least trying to give us a shot.
Yeah. We'll keep
that would be awesome if they did something like that. And at the very least, it'll get some kind of recognition. So if they ever make the attempt again at a later date, people will be aware of it. But, so, yeah, but back to the point. Anything else about playing as villains? Nothing? No?
There should be more of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
that's one thing I have to say above all. There should be more of it. I hope Americans can pull their heads out of their ass and stop letting their kids play games and quit ruining my games for me.
Agreed.
Yeah. You know that saying that it takes a village to raise a child? It's just a fucking expression. Anyway, we have another piece of mail coming to us from the Nintendo Wii U Miiverse. And this is the first time we've ever had this on the Hate Mail
How did that happen?
We're getting mail on the Miiverse. It's amazing. And you can find myself and Alpha Omega Sin and Larry Bundy Jr. on the Miiverse. Just look for us. You can find us. And this piece comes from us.
I have a Wii U.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I do. I got
you on your Wii. That's not the same thing.
You just
got a
duct tape your
felt-tip pen.
GameCube to your Wii.
I
That
got a
doesn't count.
felt-tip pen and I put a U on it, so it's a Wii U.
You Poor
It
bastard.
doesn't count when you just point the Game Boy Advance at the Wii.
Oh,
It's not the same thing. Anyway,
oh.
this one comes from
I got
me
all
versus.
excited then as well. Everything.
Well, you have to wait. It's not time yet.
Yes, you don't get to play with the big boys this time.
I know.
Oh,
Next time.
The next.
Next time.
PlayStation.
This comes to us from me versus user Yeah Yizzle, and he says, "What 3 things would you guys change in the next console generation? You guys rock. Thank you." Oh well, 3 things.
I reckon rival companies for online products, so you can have competition over having lower prices rather than just one company dictating how much we should pay.
I agree.
So like Amazon can have their own store and GameStop can have their own store. You don't just buy from Sony or Microsoft. That's what I would like, because that means we will get lower price games then.
No, absolutely. I mean, make it genuine competition.
I actually feel like we're buying a quality product.
I would like to get rid of the on-disc DLC. That would be super. I would also like the games to be lowered down to $39.99 brand new across the board. All games. Because it would make it more sense.
I would also like used games to stop being referred to as new games.
Yeah, that would be a really good idea. Opens up the case, puts game inside, puts a clear sticker over it, and hands it to me. There's your brand new game. No, no, that's no, not new. Stop that. Stop those shenanigans. Fingerprints are not on brand new games.
You are misrepresenting the truth here.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of things I would like to see with the next console gen. I would like developers to get it in their head that they do not need to follow the one game that succeeded very well in the mainstream. That's pretty much how you shit on all quality and variety. Because everything does not need to be a first-person shooter. Everything does not need to have online multiplayer deathmatch. I hate that. I hate the fact that there's pre-orders where you can get an exclusive gun. Wow. If I get the game now, I'm going to get something that's already in the game.
Pointless pre-order bonuses.
Yeah. And everything does not need a collector's edition. Just saying.
No.
Or if you're going to
Every
give
There
single
are
game.
far more collector's editions than anyone would ever need.
In my day, collector's editions were put out by Working Designs.
I'll
and
tell you one
those
thing
were amazing.
I'll tell you one thing that's funny about collector's editions. Halo 2, the limited edition steelbook case is actually worth less than the standard edition now to collectors, because they release so many special editions.
God, you can fall over that. It's that easy to fucking find copies of that.
But yeah, like I said, the standard edition is worth.
I'll have to look that up now.
Yeah. Let's see. I would like manuals, kind of like back in the NES days, where they were not only informative, but they had backstory and they talked about the characters, and they were just overall a treat to read instead of
a rifled piece of paper.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
I'd just like to have manuals.
ambiguous references to the sexuality of Birdo.
I quite like that though.
We've come to the
Even if it
conclusion
was
Birdos are
confusing.
transvestites.
Let's see. What else would I like? I would like them to not do so many sloppy fucking releases where they're just like, yeah, we'll just patch this later. It's cool if it's fucked up. I mean, we could have tested it, hell, we could have tested for free with betas and whatnot if we didn't feel like paying people. But just saying, we're just gonna patch it at some later date, and whenever those servers aren't up and running anymore, and you no longer can patch that particular game when you go back to play it on that console, then you're shit out of luck because you have that broken game forever and ever and ever.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I miss? I miss games being different.
Variety?
Yeah, can you remember
How dare
back?
you?
Well, no. You remember back when we were kids?
I miss every game being a platformer.
No kidding, right? You remember when we were kids and you play a game, for instance, on the Super Nintendo, and then you play that same game supposedly on the Sega Genesis or the Mega Drive, and they were very different games because the systems were different. That was a beautiful thing.
Batman Returns.
Key
One of my-
example.
That's like one of the
Completely
easiest
publishers,
examples.
wasn't it? So,
Aladdin. That was
There you
a
go.
franchise
mute
that's
my
completely
mic
different
because
but the
that hurt.
same.
I'm trying to think what
So-
other games were on both of them where they were like completely and utterly different games.
Sunset
Jurassic
Riders,
Park.
they were different games.
Jurassic Park was a good one.
Could always bring up Mortal Kombat.
Oh, Combat, yeah. Blood and no blood.
Violent game or not violent? I'll stick with violent, thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, because what we've seen in recent generations is they make one version of the game and then they try and pound a fucking square peg into a round hole.
Oh, they did it with Zombies Ate My Neighbors. The Genesis version is fucking crippled by comparison. Like if you play it, it's like night and day. To begin with,
Tiny Toon Adventures.
which one?
Another great example, yes.
It's Buster Bust Loose.
Ah,
It's
you know
Konami,
what? I
that's
only
something.
played it on Sega Genesis. I never played it on Super Nintendo at all.
Oh, it's a completely different game.
Wow,
Ooh.
I did not know that.
You get,
I
they're
learned
stuck
something
in a,
new.
Oh, they're stuck in a movie studio in the Super Nintendo one. And,
The more you know.
and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! I wish I had
Let's see.
more dudes that do that and fill out the harmony.
So
Anyway,
yes, they should have consistency across all their games. Yeah.
I think there was plenty of things that should change about this coming generation. None of it will happen, but hey, what are you going to do?
Much more than 3. Haha.
See? That's what you get here on the Hate Bit Podcast. You ask for 3 and you get, that was like 12.
Million.
12 million, exactly. You know, we're no slouch when it comes to laying on complaints. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for halftime because we're running a little bit behind schedule. And I'm going to head right into the second half of the podcast with, now I understand there's some outrage. There's outrage afoot out there on the internet about a soldier wearing a Call of Duty mask. What the hell is I'm out of the loop here. What's going on, Alpha Omega Sin?
All right. So, French soldier was wearing it. In Call of Duty, there's a character named Ghost, and the mask that he wears, it makes it look like he's got like a skeleton face, like he's Skeletor or some shit like that. You know, and honestly, it's a cool looking mask. But a French soldier in the military was wearing one like that, and once this was found out, like there was a picture of him or some shit. All of a sudden, like the military is coming down on him, and there's like all this crap coming up just because this guy was wearing a mask where it looked like the lower half of his mouth was a skull. And I want everybody to understand that your job shouldn't be at risk for any reason because you're wearing something that makes it look like you're a fucking skeleton. That's
Maybe it's
just silly.
offensive to the dead.
Like,
The living impaired.
Well, they're
offensive.
supposed to capture the hearts and minds of the of people.
Yeah,
Exactly.
maybe it's just appealing to zombies.
or it's just to look cool, because that would be my first impression. Oh, that looks pretty cool, and that's really it. It's not like Call of Duty came up with this entire design and look of it and then trademarked it, and then they have to be paid for it. This isn't brand new. Like, skeletons aren't a brand new fucking thing, and people thinking that they're cool and wearing something that looks like you're a skull or a skeleton or what the fuck ever. This isn't new, but this guy's getting all this shit. The French military is getting some shit for it. The French military is giving some shit for this. And it's just absolutely fucking asinine to think that they have nothing else better to do. And I'm sure there's some French military jokes to be had here. Yo, Chaos, I know you have to have one brewing somewhere in a kettle.
Yes, I
maybe.
do, but it's going to smell of escargot.
See, there you go. But no, I really hate when it's something just this minute, this minor, and this is what you're making the big fucking stink over, is a mask
Right,
that he's
the
wearing.
French are just happy that they got their military in the news for once. It's not involved.
You see, you English speaking else. We have a military, and they do not look like Jerry Lewis.
Yes, they should be having white flags around their face instead, shouldn't they?
They look like Peter Sellers.
Yeah.
White flags.
Well, that's basically their. You see, when you get issued stuff from the French army, they get the boots, they get the uniform, they get the gun.
White
They also
flag.
get the white flag.
Yeah.
Oh, I say, do they
it's
also
part
issue
of their
them the
everyday
shitty
kit.
disposition too?
It's part of their everyday kit. That really is. What?
Also, standard issue croissant and cigarettes.
Yes.
And
And
you know what?
and
And
the-
since things are tough, and I found out things are tough in the French army, so now they're having to supply the soldiers with English wine because times are tough.
Oh, poor bastards.
Yeah, poor bastards.
Yes, we call it umbungo over here. Which only English people find that funny, that joke.
Well, and you also call umbrellas bumper shoots, so
Is
let's
it
not get
the
too far ahead of ourselves.
French call Coca-Cola American champagne?
I have to admit, that's pretty fucking funny.
That's wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty
Well,
good. But
but
you know, I mean,
in
that's not a lot
America,
coming
it's
from a.
called- I was gonna say in America, the southern version of that is Pabst. So at least we have that going for us. We have our
Well,
own
you know, on the
shit
West
for
Coast, it's Miller High Life. You know.
ourselves. Ooh. I don't
See,
know what
that's a
it
lot coming from the French, especially when the Americans only know the French for their fries and their toast.
And their frog's legs.
You know, we gotta have somebody French on here just so we can really, settle this hash.
Yes, we'll get Benzai on here.
Who's that?
Oh, never mind. He's on that
No.
guy.
See, I should probably know who that is. Everyone's like, he doesn't know. Ooh.
We don't watch that sort of stuff.
Oh,
I know.
Sorry, thank you very much.
Oh, okay then. I'll take that back. We watched
Yes.
Larry on that
Yes.
site.
Oh, well.
I hope I saved
So
myself.
yeah, outraged, and the French army is getting press. Good for them, right?
Yeah.
for them. Absolutely.
Now in other news, this is heavy. This is big news here. Square Enix, you know those nice folks, the Final Fantasy folks.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, them.
Oh yeah, them. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard of them once or twice.
Yeah, they,
Once.
those people who done Actraiser once upon a time.
Yeah, just recently, those nice folks, this year posted a loss of $61 million.
Woo!
Yeah, that's quite a bit of cash. And I'm going to take time to quote somebody who I heard on the YouTubes earlier say, and I think this is a very poignant statement to make. It's not coming, it's here.
Hmm.
And, for those of you who know what I mean, there you are. For those of you who don't, you should look at the YouTube more. 61 million. Wow.
That is a kicker.
I don't know how much money Square Enix has, but I didn't think they had $61 million to lose.
Oh, no,
They
what they
don't.
haven't got now, so.
Well, I know what they could remedy that with. More Final Fantasy 13 sequels.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's totally been working good for them.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13, let's put this in perspective. This console generation started in 2006. This entire console generation, the Squaresoft branch of Square Enix has put out Final Fantasy 13. That's it. That's all that they've been doing. And then they put out 13 too, because the first one sold like gangbusters and was received well.
Well, Final Fantasy 11 come out on 360.
That thing doesn't count.
Oh,
Well, no, I mean, okay, that does count, but I'm talking about just like their core Final Fantasy, like, that in general. That's all that they've put out is Final Fantasy 13, then Final Fantasy 13-2, then Final Fantasy 13-3. So we've gotten 3 installments into a series that many people are saying is probably the worst within the entire franchise. Love it or hate it, the vast majority of people that are Final Fantasy fans do not like it. And this is what they've been wasting their money on. And a thing that everybody wanted, Versus, is nowhere to be seen and has pretty much been chalked up to vaporware for the most part.
well, everybody wanted a remake of Final Fantasy 7 on PS3 at the beginning.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they cock teased everybody with it.
Yeah.
And
They
they
were
they
just
kind of
dead.
asked for it. Like if there's no way that they could ever complain in any fucking known universe. Like, well, we don't understand why everybody just wants that. It's like, well, maybe because you showed it off completely done up and amazed everybody beyond understanding. Your best-selling Final Fantasy. No, not 11. 11 isn't their best-selling. Don't fucking kid yourselves. When you have to pay monthly for something, it doesn't count. No, Final Fantasy 7 is their best-selling Final Fantasy still to date. And they won't do shit with it. That's their get out of jail free card, their get out of debt card that I'm assuming that they're going to just hold for ransom whenever they're in dire straits beyond understanding. And apparently they're still not quite there.
Oh well. Best of luck to them.
Shit, no, best of luck to them. If it wasn't for Enix buying them out, they would have been completely fucked.
Well, that Final Fantasy movie fucked them up really big time.
Oh yeah, dude, that cost them how many hundreds? Like it was over 100 million.
Well, you should know. You was in it, so.
That doesn't mean he had anything to do with the sales figures.
If I was in the Final Fantasy movie Spirits Within, I would have fucking killed myself. That happily. It would just like I think about this. They poured all this money into Final Fantasy Spirits Within. It flopped hard, really fucking bad because they got cocky.
Games.
Enix comes in, they save them, and if it wasn't for Enix and Eidos being associated with SquareSoft or Square Enix, whatever the fuck you really want to call them right now, they'd be done for. That's all that there is to it, and they need to get their shit together. And now it's rumored that Final Fantasy Versus 13 is supposed to be on PS4, the Orbis or whatever. It's supposed to be exclusive to that. And I was having a discussion about this earlier, saying if they want this to succeed, it has to have no association with 13. 13 just didn't do it for anybody at all. And anybody that stuck around for it obviously wasn't enough because the sales are fucking they're abysmal. They look sad. And Versus really needs to come out, or else it's just going to be more nails in their fucking coffin, and eventually who knows what the fuck's going to happen to them.
Well,
and also Kingdom Hearts 3, where the fuck is that? I'll say
I would also say Actraiser 3 as well.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, there's tons of Einhander 2. Anyone? That'd be super. I would be happy. I know that. Somebody out there has to want an Einhander 2. Come on, someone. Please. No,
guys, too.
Oh god.
Whenever they pulled the plug on that fucking those people that were trying to get Chrono Resurrection, a complete remake of Chrono Trigger, and it looked amazing. They pulled the plug on it, and I would have just picked up the team and fucking ran with it. But they pulled the plug on that. They've never touched it. But damn, have they ported Chrono Trigger and then some, because that doesn't cost money.
Yep.
Or time or effort. So,
there you go.
Yeah. Square Enix, basically, to quote a fine man, hemorrhaging money, and they need to stop doing that because it's hurting them in the long run.
I think they've never really promoted Dragon Quest very well in the West either.
Oh no, they haven't. But I mean, I blame Enix for that. Enix, with all of their games, have not really promoted them except for the very first Dragon Warrior, and that's because they were giving it away. So kind of hard to argue with a game that's free. But yeah, they've never really promoted much of their shit, and I never understood why, because they put out some quality games.
I know, it's always come across as sort of B-side Final Fantasy.
Well, they do that.
And
They make some great stuff, and then they make Nintendo talk about it.
Yeah. Well, you can get, you can become a big thing by word of mouth, but over in Japan, everybody knows about it. I mean, when a Dragon Quest game is about to drop, it's like a fucking holiday. And
yeah, I think like kids are allowed and told to skip school.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's taken a serious business. Over here, it's not, and which is kind of a shame because they're fantastic titles, especially if you played 8. 8 is one of the best in the series as far as I'm concerned. But I don't get that SquareSoft has the Final Fantasy brand name, which was the go-to be-all end-all series during the PS1 era, and then all of a sudden, what the fuck happened? And right now, it's been on life support for so fucking long, it's depressing. So, yep, there you go.
Well,
Square
Yeah.
Enix
Square Enix fucking up
fucking up
as normal.
still.
Well,
And
it's just another. Sorry, it's just another arrogant Japanese company who tells their fans what they want rather than listening to what they want. Same with Capcom. Same with Nintendo.
No, I can absolutely agree with that. And they're expectant. That's it. They're just like, well, it has the brand name. You will like it. You bought it before.
Well,
You
I
will
think
like
this is another example of an industry that has just reigned supreme for far too long.
No, I can agree. And you know what? It's going to turn around, bite them in the ass, which it is right now. And somebody might say, oh, well, 60-something million isn't all that bad. No, they've had continuous losses over and over and over again. This is just one of many that's being recorded. And it's not good for a company that big. You can't afford to keep doing that, especially when you have staff as big as them and your games cost as much to make as theirs do.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't
Well-
be losing money hand over fist like that.
They
Sure.
do need to listen to the West more. I mean, in Japan, 300 sales of an RPG is considered not bad. And
They wonder why the prices are so high when they eventually get imported over here.
like I
Well-
said, yeah, some games only get like 300 sales over there, and that's considered not bad. So,
Now, what of this? Megason, you and I were discussing a rumor a little earlier before the show began about Final Fantasy Versus 13 to be a new PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, that's what I was touching on just like briefly, but
Yeah, is there
I
any
mean,
weight to that? You think?
I don't know because I want the game to come out, but I wonder is this Duke Nukem Forever Japanese edition? Where this is something it's not going to come out. It's been in development before the PS3 came out. So to put that into perspective, that's like what since they probably started in at 2004, 2005, and now it's 2013. And we
Imagine
still
that.
haven't seen.
Empires have risen and fallen in the amount of time it has taken for this Final Fantasy game to come out.
Oh yeah, I mean we have gamers who, I mean when you think about that, I mean they've gone through all of puberty. We've had franchises come and go. We've had fucking leaps of technology, the likes of we couldn't have fucking imagined, and this game is still being developed and still being fucking wanted by a large fan base. I mean, they've already stiffed us on one Final Fantasy, and that's Type 0, which was on PSP. And I said that you want to get some Vita sold? Why don't you fucking port it to that or toss it onto the 3DS in addition, and you can literally see your fucking money back. But they don't. And
again, they don't listen.
yeah, they don't listen. They know better than we do, even though we're what keeps them alive. It's your hard-earned money and my hard-earned money that are going to keep these companies alive. And if there's no demand from us, then you get nothing. But if there is demand and you're ignoring it, eventually we go elsewhere with our money to find our entertainment.
It's supply and demand.
Yeah, it's just it's fucking idiocy, blatant idiocy, and I don't fucking understand it. But 13 Versus looks fucking amazing on several different fronts. I just worry that it's just gonna turn out to be nothing at the end of the day. I don't know what they plan on doing for their next Final Fantasy. I don't know if this one is gonna there was rumors that 13 Versus was going to become Final Fantasy fucking 14. Or 15 or whatever fucking Final Fantasy they're up to now.
It'll be 15 now, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot. 14 was the other online one, wasn't it?
Yeah, the other online one that kind of went.
Dude, I shit you not. I've actually made that mistake twice now because I forget that game exists because it was such a fucking joke. And that's another thing. They've wasted tons of money on that game in particular. It blew up in their faces. Then they had to go tuck their tail between their legs and fix 11 because that was broken to begin with, and they fixed it over time to make it a playable thing. So now they're relying on 11 again, still to this day.
And how old's that game now? What, 2004 was it when it came out?
A long fucking time ago. I know that.
Yeah, it's a PS2 game originally, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was out. It was out back then. You could. I know that you could get the PS2 hard drive with it, but It's one of the few games that actually utilized it. But I mean, literally, think about this. You have a game that people are begging for. You're losing money, but you have millions of fans begging for something, and you won't put it out. What the fuck does that say about your company? That's the thing I don't get. I'm losing money. I have a product that they really want. I'm not putting it out.
I think what it is that companies have got to the point now where they're just so arrogant and so up their own asses that
Japanese companies, though, isn't it?
the Japanese are fucking always like that anyway when it comes to video games. You know, they're like, yeah, we make the better games, and the games that you want, you have to fucking learn Japanese to play.
Maybe they're just basing their demographics on their Japanese audience and not international.
That's the thing.
I mean, even if they were doing that, pride be damned, you're going to be a fucking sinking ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that I don't understand. It's like you have to be able to look at your fucking bank account and be like, that was looking better quite a few years ago. And it should be looking much, much better at this point, and it's not. I mean, you're going to fucking take one of your worst-selling Final Fantasies, and that was multi-platform, no less, and you're going to give it 2 sequels. But the games that everybody have been asking for years, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Versus 13 and a remake of 7 and a number of other things, you're not going to put any of those out. That is fucking retarded beyond understanding. So Square Enix, if you're losing money a whole bunch, chances are you want to and you deserve it.
Well, there's one thing I want to know is how many times can they release Final Fantasy 4? Well, 2 in America. That's what I want to know, because they've released that a few times. They've released 6 a few times. They've released the first 2 a few times. They've released 3 twice.
Hell, you want to know what? I'd be all for fucking remake of 6. I mean, from the ground up, done properly, no less. Well, I would absolutely love something like that. But they'll just keep releasing them. I mean, look at Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger, and the final... Like, they're all about re-releasing classic titles because they have name recognition, nostalgia value, and on top of that, it does not take any effort, time, or money to do. And one of their fucking complaints when they were even talking about, Final Fantasy VII being remade, well, that would take up a considerable amount of time and effort and manpower and blah, blah, blah. No shit. To make something, you have to spend money on it and work on it. Well, holy fuck. I wasn't aware of that. I thought that they just made themselves or something. But they don't want to spend money. They just want to make money. And I don't know how they're going to do that at the fucking rate that they're going.
I was going to say, they're not going to be able to keep pumping these things out at losing 61 million a year.
Magic Night Elves bring them out.
There's going to be a whole lot less pumping, let me tell you.
No, there'll be a lot more pumping of our wallets when they actually make DLC for these fucking things.
Well, I know that, exactly. That's why everyone needs to learn to vote with your wallet, pull back a little bit, and maybe they'll... No, who am I fucking kidding? They're not going to learn the error of their ways. They're dead, and we miss them.
How about this? Long live Monolith and long live Atlas. Kings of fucking RPGs right now.
There you go.
And then we just need to get SNK Playmore to get their shit together, and then we'll have some Japanese companies we can actually look up to.
Yes, or I can release more plastic shit of their Neo Geo.
At least they're releasing something. Anyway.
Something's better than nothing. Yay.
I know, that's right. I think we gave Square Enix the good old-fashioned Tennessee Hills pile driver. So let's move on. Sainted Magnus, what about the God of War PS3 bundle?
Oh yes, Sony have recently announced the PlayStation 3 God of War Ascension Legacy bundle. Now that's a fucking mouthful if I've ever had one before, which I haven't. Insert laughter here, There we go, thank you. So they're releasing a God of War bundle for the new God of War Ascension game, and it's basically a red PS3 Super Slim, which actually looks kind of nice, with a 500 gig hard drive in it. God of War Saga, which has got the previous 5 games, that's the 2 PSP ones, the 2 PS2 ones, and the 1 PS3 one. And then just to make you feel better, they gave you another God of War game, Ascension. So in effect, you've got 6 copies of the same game. And then on top of that, just to sweeten the deal, they give you 30 days of PlayStation Plus. Now, one of the things I like about this is the price point. The price point is $350, which works out at just short of 300 quid in the UK. So, pricing, not too bad. The colour, actually, it's a nice colour for a console. Getting all those games in a bundle, you don't really see that very often in today's gaming world. I think most bundles you find like 2 or 3 games and possibly a memory card. So
this you get an entire franchise.
yeah, with this you're getting a franchise plus PlayStation Plus where you can actually download more games for 30 days. So guys, what do you think?
It's not a bad bundle. I like it. I mean, I still think that the Super Slim looks retarded because it just looks like a fucking grill.
It still it does look like a grill. I will admit.
That's my biggest gripe with it. I mean, I'm still rolling with a fucking fat PS3. Yeah, the original, the fucking 60 gig, so it can play everything. But I mean,
it plays PS1 games fast as shit.
Oh yeah,
dude. The base thing that I like about this is if you don't have a PS3 and you are a fan of God of War, it's pretty fucking cool.
Why would you be a PS3 fan and not have God of War, though? I mean,
well, you might have a PS2 and just the God of War games, or you traded them in and you have an Xbox now and shit like that. So if you could have somebody that's like that, a rarity, I'm sure, but I mean, is plausible. Well, I think it's plausible, damn it. But no, in general, I mean, it's not too bad. The price is right. There's a double.
Come on down.
There. Yeah, come on down.
The price is wrong, bitch.
And then you get socked in the face by an old man on a golf course.
Now, I will say that, the pricing of PS3 games at the moment is actually pretty good. You can get some last year's titles for like, what, a tenner a piece now?
Hell, Sly Cooper 4 came out, is out this month. I don't know if it is out right now or if it comes out this month, but Sly Cooper comes out and it's going to be $40 brand new for the new one. And that's fucking killer right there. Plus you can get the other 3 games for like $20 or $30. So that's pretty damn nifty.
So that's not too bad at all, actually. And like I said, the pricing of the actual PS3 Super Slim with a 500 gig hard drive, go for it. I suggest if you want to get into PS3 gaming, now's the time, because the games are going to go cheap
just before the PS4 comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Because everything
money for old rope, mate. That's what it is.
Oh no. But at least you can build up a pretty sizable collection very quickly because the games are cheap. There you go. Simple.
I always tell people at the end of any console life cycle to go and pick up the games while you can, because there'll be a lot of limited releases and there'll be bundles that you won't see all the time. And it's good for collectors, but it's also good for just finding those fucking diamonds in the rough that you wouldn't expect. And even after the next PlayStation does come out, they'll still release games for PS3, I guarantee you. And it's going to be some of the better games. Look at PS2 at the end of its life cycle. We had fucking Yakuza 1, Yakuza 2, and we had God Hand at the end of its life cycle when it was dead and the PS3 was out for like a year or two already. Yeah, you had stuff like that. So that's just a prime example of there is good stuff to be had in the old hardware.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure that, the development license fees will drop considerably once the new one's out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the Wii right now, okay, the Wii is technically, quote unquote dead, but we're getting Pandora's Tower soon. I mean, you guys, you've had it for a while, but here in the States, we haven't had diddly shit unless you imported it. But, everybody thought that was going to be dead. But, yeah, getting one more major release out of the system, that's fucking sweet.
You don't
quite well, the GameCube, wasn't it? Right at the end, it had Twilight Princess.
Yeah, it's still supported halfway through till 2006, so...
Mm-hmm.
So now's the time.
Now's the time, because, you get into the end of 3 console life cycles, and prices are dropping.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be, and if prices ever pick back up, we'll see.
Oh, they'll pick back up, but not yet.
I know. Exactly. But you know what? Speaking of, previous generations and picking up, systems when they're slightly older, it's time to do a 8-bit retrospective, don't you think?
Oh, most definitely.
most definitely. We're going to close this one out with a 8-bit retrospective because everyone, you guys missed it, as you usually do because you're not here before the show. But before the show, everyone was going on about, Sainted Magnus said this, we have to do a retrospective about the PlayStation 2. And then he and Alpha Omega Sin start going about, oh, the PlayStation 2, and you know how they do, with their bullshit. And then I said, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you everything that's fucking wrong with the PlayStation 2. But
Yeah.
I'm going to do it the way I think should be done best. I'm going to let these guys pick you up and tell you all the great things, and then I'm going to come back and rain on your fucking parade. So who's going to start this motherfucker?
I think
Sainted.
Alpha.
I think you,
we're
because it
too
was your
polite.
idea.
We're too polite.
Pointing fingers at each other.
So, main reason to buy PlayStation 2 at the time? DVD player. Very cheap, actually, for a DVD player, especially in 2000. A bad thing about it for me, it killed the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait for the PS3 2 to come out. That's what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. One of the main reasons I can say that you want to go into the PS2's catalog, Onimusha.
Oni fucking Musha.
Now, keep in mind, the first one is on Xbox as Genma Onimusha.
Yeah, it's a launch
But
title, wasn't it?
if you want the entire library, then you're going to have to venture off into the realm of PS2. But the Onimusha games are fantastic. All of them except for, God, what was that one called? Blade Warriors?
No,
I forget.
Third one's got John Reno in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
And he's from
Demon
The Professional.
Siege.
But
Beyond.
they had this one. It was kind of like a fighting game. It was very fucking stupid, and I hated it. And do not listen to what people tell you. Dawn of Dreams is very good. Everybody tried giving that game a bunch of flack. No, it is fucking awesome. Don't let them tell you otherwise. If you are an RPG fan, the PS2 is probably one of the best consoles ever. Ever. Especially if you're a Shin Megami fan, because you can get the Devil Summoner games, you can get the Persona games, you can get Digital Devil Saga, you can get Nocturne. There's a lot of stuff to be had on there just in that alone.
That's true. And don't forget, yeah, even though Final Fantasy X isn't exactly the greatest, it did show what the PS2 could do at the time. And it did get improved upon with Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah, and I mean, fuck, other RPGs. I had brought up Kingdom Hearts earlier. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they're on PS2. And one of my favorite RPGs for the system of all time is Shadow Hearts 1 and 2. The third one is a big fucking steaming pile of crap. Fuck it.
There you
Fuck it
go.
in its face.
PS2 is also fantastic if you like compilations of old retro stuff, like arcade games. Like,
Oh, yeah, they did a hell of
Yeah.
a lot of compilations.
Yeah.
Yeah, SNK put out good compilations for it. That was one of the things that I liked. And they put those compilations out well after the system was quote-unquote dead, which I thought was pretty sweet because, just mentioning the Yakuza games and God Hand, they're putting out compilations from SNK on there. And, I mean, they're very, very, very good. And stuff that you can't get regularly unless you're doing it through emulation.
Yep. The Alpha Anthology, that was a fantastic little compilation. What was it, like 5 fucking games on one disc?
Shit, man. They have SNK and Anthology or Arcade Hits. I forgot what the fuck they called it. Then the Metal Slug Anthology.
There's a lot of
which is
anthologies.
amazing. And it's only lacking Metal Slug 7, but that's because that's only on the DS. And if you don't have a DS already, you're just silly.
What about that 3D
If you don't have a
Metal
DS,
Slug game? Is
you
that
should
on it?
specifically for the Metal Slug 7.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But-
sorry.
What were you saying?
I was thinking of the Midway compilations.
Yeah.
Midway Arcade Treasures was fantastic on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah, they were on the Xbox as well.
Oh, and
Better
if you're a
PlayStation
plat-
2.
If
Yeah.
you're a platforming fan, even though you can get these on PS3 now, but originally, if you're a big time platforming fan, especially coming from like the Nintendo branch, like myself, so I'm like growing up, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, all those series, which now are very, very well known. I mean, you can get all those in HD compilations on PS3, but originally they all showed up on PS2, and that was, a big time selling point of it. Let's see. Oh, another random RPG that kicks a lot of ass that is a Sony property that, again, they just don't pay attention to, which is a shame, especially if you're a fan of Skies of Arcadia, is Rogue Galaxy. And totally worth picking up.
Yep. Couple of first-person shooter franchises. Killzone. That started on the PlayStation 2. Yeah, granted, it only had one game, but it wasn't that bad. What else was there that I liked on the PlayStation 2 first person?
The Getaway.
The Getaway, yeah, that was a fantastic game made
Awesome.
by Studio London, wasn't it?
Yes.
Black was on there.
Black, that was the other one I was trying to think of. That was such a fantastic game. Criterion's first person shooter as well. From Burnout fame. And there you go, there's a franchise there, Burnout. That was fantastic.
One of my favorite Tales games is on PS2. It's also on 3DS now, but originally it was on PS2, and that's Tales of the Abyss. While Tales of Vesperia is still a better game overall, Tales of the Abyss is in my opinion, it's my second favorite. Just a fantastic game. And one thing to note about the PS2 library, despite the fact that there's a lot of HD collections that are coming out and stuff popping up on the PSN network, there's still hundreds and hundreds of games that are exclusive to the system that you can only get on there. And that just makes it really fucking awesome. I'm talking like just little gems here and there that you won't see anywhere else, like Grim Grimoire. It's a 2D RTS done by Vanillaware with some of the best 2D sprites you'll ever seen, like ever, this side of like Blaze Blue and whatnot. But absolutely beautiful game that people just don't pay attention to. And then Yellow Chaos made a loud sound.
Oh no, that was me actually. Capcom done quite a few exclusive.
Yeah, wait a minute. How come I get blamed for shit like
Gregory
that?
Horror Show. That was quite a good one on it. What was the one where you played an alien that you could jump into humans and take over them?
Under the Skin.
Under the Skin. That's it. Yes, I had that on it.
Yeah, nobody cared about that game, which is a shame because it's Nemesis is in that.
Ooh.
You can actually get him, and I think there's some other wrestling. I think Jill's in it too. I don't quite remember the entire cast because it's been ages since I played it. But there's Resident Evil characters. That's why I picked it up because it was like, oh, Resident Evil stuff. All right.
There was, like you said, the Shin Megami Tensei games, the Dot Hack series of games.
Yeah, except for we haven't gotten all of them, which is fucking retarded.
I know the UK got the first 4, which is Dot Hack, Hack Infection, Hack in Mutation, Hack Quarantine, and Hack. I can't remember what it. Hackintosh. No, there was another hack game. I can't remember. It will come back to me. So.
Well, they have the GU series.
That's the other series. We didn't actually get that though.
Really?
Yeah, we never got that.
It's
US
actually
exclusive.
find it surprising. There's oh god, let's see. The Fatal Frame games. You also have the Fatal Frame. Like the first 2, they're on Xbox, which I'll admit right now they're better on Xbox. It's just a fact. The third one isn't on there, but that's not all that big of a deal because the third one kind of blows.
Fair
But when I got to play them originally, it was on PS2. Then I went back and for the time, Resident Evil 4, the best version that you could find was on PS2. It was vastly improved. For the time, Code Veronica X, which was a better version of Resident Evil Code Veronica because it had all the extra shit with Wesker in it.
Yep.
That was only on PS2 for the time. A pretty overlooked game. It's kind of weird, but if you see it, it's like a survival horror game, but not. But it's called Rule of Rose. Trust me, check out maybe like a Let's Play or a walkthrough on it, and you'll see what I mean. It's pretty damn nifty. And if you're a Mega Man fan, I mean, you can get this on the other systems, but I've got mine on PS2, and that's the Mega Man Anniversary Collection, which is like the old 8-bit style ones, and then the X Collection. So that right there.
I've rated it.
No, it never came out over here.
Oh.
Really?
But I have got it on my US PS2.
Oh, fuck all. Well, that's a good reason to want to go and pick them up. I could sit around for hours talking about all the stuff that I got on it originally and was like, this is so amazing, and the exclusive titles that it has. But it's as far as like third party goes, it's got a great selection.
Can I ask, when you first got your machine, what games did you buy with it?
I got Grand Theft Auto 3, Final Fantasy X, and I'd actually mentioned this not that long ago. I'd gotten it used. It was I already know for a fact it was a stolen PS2. It was just some fucking crazy crackhead, but he sold it to a store that my friend worked at. My friend gave him next to nothing for it and let me buy it from him for that price. So I got it for dirt fucking cheap at the time because those games were brand new. And yeah, that's what I had, and I poured hours into each, like well over 100 hours into Grand Theft Auto 3 and almost 100 hours on Final Fantasy X.
Wow.
Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how the fuck Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. Skip 2, you can get the HD collection of them, but 1 and 3 are where it's at. As a matter of fact, me and Larry were just mentioning how fucking schmeckshy they were.
Oh yes. What else was there?
No, the
There was
first one's for you,
so
Saint
much.
Magnus.
The first
Yeah,
games
what
I
were-
bought for my PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
So-
first couple you got when you got the system.
First couple I got was Primal. That was
Oh, the I can't see the screen simulator.
yeah,
Because
that,
it was black.
Blood Rain 1. That was another game I got. What else did I? Oh, and Gran Turismo 3. Now that I like my simulation racing games, and that was actually a good one. I really enjoyed that one.
Are you talking about Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec?
Yes. Well, there was only that one version.
Right. That one was great.
That one was great, and then they did like the spin-off of fucking what was it, Concept, I think it was. That was a pile of shite, to be fair. Then obviously the prologue games that they've kind of done twice now. They did, instead of promising us a full fucking version of the game, they give us a concept or a fucking prologue game. It's quite interesting.
One thing that I forgot to mention, one of the biggest reasons, like you mentioned the DVD playback on the PS2. When it first came out, like, even though the DVD
RGB.
playback... What's up?
It went with RGB, so it just got a green screen. Right, in the UK. it was, yeah. Sorry.
my train of thought...
We didn't have RGB on it here. I don't think we.
Well, it wasn't RGB compatible anyhow. You had to buy an adapter.
Oh well, fine.
They another big reason to have wanted to get a PS2 was it played all your PS1 games, all of them.
That was true.
There was no compatibility list. There was no hiccups or anything. It played them all.
Oh, you couldn't play track and field on it.
What's up?
You couldn't play track and field on it. I remember that. Sorry, I keep ruining your train of thought. I keep calling.
I honestly never played track and field, to be honest. Like, I played on NES, but I never played the PS1, and that was by Konami too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I never played that. That was I think that was a long box PS1 game too, wasn't it?
It may have been. I always had a pirate copy when I was a kid.
Oh, see, I never got to play that. I was trying to think about it. I was just like, track and field. Did I play that? But no, I don't ever recall playing on PS1. I played the shit out of the NES games, but that was it.
Oh, it's great fun because you have 4 people at once in the track events.
You know what game I cannot believe that you guys, the PlayStation 2 heads, have not brought up that I absolutely adored for the PlayStation.
Is it Ico?
Huh?
Is it Ico?
No. Rumble Roses. Anybody remember that game?
Oh,
dude. Rumble Roses, I tried playing it. It's probably got, like, Dead or Alive has some of the worst stories and voice acting ever. Rumble Roses takes it to a new level.
Rumble Roses is straight up pornography synopsis.
Dude, the mud wrestling matches, there you go.
Oh, I know. Well, like the pile driver followed by a spread eagle for some reason.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, crotch shot, slow mo. There
Yeah,
you go.
crotch shot in the butt crack. You can see camel toe.
Yeah.
You young guys out there who listen to the show, if you don't know what a camel toe is, you get Rumble Roses for the PlayStation 2 and just watch. You'll figure it out really quickly.
And if you don't know what camel toe is, well, just have a bitch drop her fucking drawers and or just take her panties and just wedge them right up there. There you go.
Yeah, there's plenty of girls even on YouTube who are experts at the technique of the camel toe.
Better just Google images, for fuck's sake.
oh.
If you're ever confused about something, you just type it in on there.
I don't know. That might make matters worse.
Oh,
So
two
anyway,
franchises that became pretty big because of PS2 that I absolutely adored. The Katamari games. just I love the shit out of them. Stupid fucking premise. They're really fucking goofy and weird, but I like them for that. They have soundtracks that are so fucking bizarre, they're catchy. But it's just a ball. You roll it around, it gets bigger. That's it. And they change up, what you have to do on each stage every so often. Really fun. And the other one was Disgaea, which to me is still the best tactical style RPG I've ever played. It's just absolutely amazing. With Final Fantasy Tactics and Disgaea 4 coming out a very close second, but yeah, Disgaea game's really awesome. I poured over 300 hours into the first one, and then some. It's kind of hard not to, considering that you can get your characters to level 9,999, and item world and all the other shit. It's just fucking pure insanity.
And in no days, you had no Dragon Ball Z references either to mock on.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, over 9,000. The thing is, I
Over
never got a character
9,000.
to, I think the highest level character I ever had was Laharl, and he was level 7,000 something.
Jesus
I
Christ.
kept on doing that thing where you keep on putting them back down to level 1. Like, I give them up to, level 1 or 3,000 or something, and then I just revert them and just go grind.
The old prestige.
Yeah, I just want them to become little fucking gods. But yeah, the Xenosaga games. If you're a fan of Xenogears, you want to pick up Xenosaga, which I'll just tell you right now, it doesn't get really, really awesome until part 3. That's the truth. And really, if you want to see it get extremely awesome, go pick up Xenoblade, because that got even more awesome. So.
Can you tell me what the biggest selling PS2 game ever was?
The biggest selling PS game. I'm gonna have to take an educated guess, but I'm probably wrong. But I'll just say, based off of its popularity, it'll be Grand Theft Auto 3.
No.
Nope.
Anybody
else want to take a swing?
Vice City.
Yes, Vice City.
Damn it.
That was just a
Incorrect.
wild
San
stab at
Andreas.
Nice. Vice City outsold San Andreas.
Did it?
Yeah.
I remember the pre-order bonus for that. You got a fucking bandana with it had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas printed on it. It was actually a pretty nifty bandana actually. I liked it. Mine went missing though.
Oh, maybe Dave Perry stole it.
Possibly. One of the franchises that kind of got my attention during that period was Metal Gear Solid series. Now, I played the PS1 version of Metal Gear and I loved it. But then when I got hold of Metal Gear Solid 3, that's when it really hammered home, and I felt like I was playing a good game at the time. And it's got a lot going for it for me. It's one of my favorite Metal Gear games. It's not my favorite game on the system though, but it's a damn close. So if anybody can pick a favorite game from the PlayStation 2 era, please put it down in the comments below. What about the guys in the room here? Any ideas? Any PlayStation 2 games you love?
Man.
Well, obviously, everyone's going to say Shadow of Colossus and Ico as well.
I think a lot of people are going to say that.
Yeah, because you have to. You have to.
I'd say the games that I enjoyed was actually from THQ, SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah, the SmackDown v Raw series was actually...
My favorite was SmackDown v Raw 2006.
Yeah.
I thought that was the most superior edition of the series. Like I said, they dropped the ball in 2007.
You didn't like the years when they're named after aggressive statements?
No, not at all. Like, shut your mouth and so on.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Know your role. Yes, that's my
and...
Know your role. Eat your cheese.
Yes, that's a
Just bring it.
Rock said.
The Rock said this.
The Rock says, know your role and shut your mouth, you Rudy Poo candy ass.
And eat your cheese.
Where's Chris Benoit gone in this update?
He's in the vitamin section.
He's still on the pending list for the fucking Hall of Fame.
I heard he was just hanging around or something.
I heard that he was going to go to church recently, but that didn't pan out quite like everybody thought. Kind of a shame.
I mean, yeah, he had the books and everything, but just didn't come
Yeah,
together.
and it seemed like he had a lot of extra books. It was weird. I
I
heard
know
they
it.
just like handed them out to people.
Oh well.
So weird.
No,
But
that's strange.
anyhow, but yes, favorite PS2 game. Man, that like fucked my head up so bad because I was like, there's so many games that I can think of on
Well, you
PS2
know what,
that I've
Alpha Megason, while you ponder that real quick, something that I said I was going to bring up, and I'm going to bring it up while you take time to think about your favorite games. But I want to say this: one thing that you have to stand in awe of, especially with the success of the PlayStation 2, is the unbelievable amount of shit that is available on this machine. An unbelievable amount of shovelware is available for the PlayStation 2. Some of the worst games you have ever conjured will appear on the PlayStation 2, and they kind of have to be, appreciated in their own right. But I just thought I'd tell you that's one of the definite drawbacks is a lot of shit on the PlayStation 2. I won't name names. I should name names, but I'm not going to name names. You know who you are.
I think me and Larry could name one that the UK got, and it was
Which one?
all over the fucking television. It was all over people's mobile phones. It was all over everything, and that's the fucking Crazy Frog Racer. That. And then it was a fucking frog, a blue frog, that wore a fucking motorcycle helmet,
And he had his penis
and he
stuck.
had his fucking penis stuck in, and it looked like it. Oh, there's no way to describe what that fucking thing
That
looked like.
advert was on every 5 seconds, wasn't it? It was normal advert, Crazy Frog advert, normal advert, Crazy Frog advert. Literally.
And then you had some fucking tit on fucking the bus playing that bloody song on the phone. Look, I've got a ringtone, and he goes, and you just want to shoot the cunt, honestly.
Okay, you know what? I decided to go to my PS2 wall and try to fucking wing it. I'm just gonna name off some of my
Can I
favorites.
just mention one really, really bad PS2 game? I want to review it one day. Animal Soccer World.
Oh my god.
Look it up. Look it up. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh.
Let's see.
Yeah, Animal
Favorite.
Soccer World.
Can I be sick now?
All right. Are you ready?
Go.
All right. Guilty Gear X2, because it's just fucking amazing. Yes, I'm well aware that some of these titles might be available on other systems, but fuck it. I don't give a shit. So, Guilty Gear X2, Devil May Cry 3, the better version, the director's cut or special edition, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Fatal Frame 2, Silent Hill 2, Shadow Hearts 1. Let's see. What else? Resident Evil 4, Kingdom Hearts 1. Looking. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, because I fucking heart that game quite a bit.
It sounds that does it for you.
I like the soundtrack.
The soundtrack and just the 80s setting in general really did it for me. They're really good. Yakuza 1, I've never even gotten to play the second one still to this fucking day, so I can't count that one. But yeah, I'll just go with those as like some of the top favorites. I can't even figure out an order. I know I'm missing games, but I'm just panicking and trying to figure out something. But yeah, those are games that I revere as like some of the reasons why I enjoyed playing the system so much and have fond memories of it.
The Blood Rain
See,
games.
definitely fond memories.
I've got one that we mentioned before. That was Oni. I thought that was a pretty good game.
Yes. Is it anything to do with the fact I've done the artwork for it?
No, it's actually because I actually
Okay.
appreciate it as a game.
Okay. I thought you're sucking up to me again.
No, I'm not sucking up to you.
Subscribe to Larry Bundy.
Shameless plug.
I like the way that's going. That makes me happy.
What else was fucking... Yeah, so
Something else.
Blood Rain games, Oni, the Onimusha games we mentioned. What else did we fucking talk? I played it recently, actually. Well, Gran Turismo 4. I really enjoyed that game. Not the best.
Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders.
Oh yes, that game that you got a free demo of Metal Gear Solid 2 with.
Yeah.
The reason it succeeded.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 comes a free copy of Zone of the Enders.
It is a very, very fucking awesome system overall. I mean, it stood the test of time. I mean, it technically lasted for as long as 2 console generations.
Well, yeah. Well, they
I mean,
just
that's
literally ended production this year.
it's really saying something about the system that it can last that long. I mean, I put it up there with the best of the best, and even if you thought the hardware wasn't that great or some of the titles on it weren't that great, it has a library that is absolutely fucking amazing that you can stand in awe of.
How about Burnout?
Burnout, yeah.
Burnout? Yeah, the Burnout games are really good. Except for, legitimately, I played them all on Xbox. Every single fucking one of them. Especially the third one. But I played them all on Xbox. I never played a Burnout game on PS2.
You know what? I think it's bullshit is there was never a Jet Moto release on the PlayStation 2.
There was
Yeah.
going to be one, but it was cancelled.
There was going to be, but there wasn't. You see the fucking problem here, Larry?
I know.
Yeah, but Jet Moto 3 wasn't that great.
That's not the point. They had new hardware. They could make it better because, as you know, more expensive hardware means better.
Yeah, absolutely. Better graphics. My god, this game suddenly just oozes. Amazing.
I know, and it's got DVD technology. Now we can watch Clerks uncensored.
Yeah, maybe we can watch the entire series of the Clerks animated series.
Which wouldn't take very long.
Don't forget there was Tomb Raider. They rebooted Tomb Raider, sort of.
They
Angel
did.
of Darkness was shit, though.
Yeah, I know. But Legend wasn't too bad in that.
Angel of Darkness made me want to kill myself.
Oh, yes, it did.
And I did in the game numerous times because I was actually trying to play the game. Crippled fucking piece
I'm
of shit.
sorry, I'm
that it
not
was.
strong enough to pick that up yet.
They were like, let's take Tomb Raider, let's not actually work on programming it and give Laura eyeliner. Awesome, here we go. And
You know-
and
you
she's
know
not in
what?
any
What's up,
Tombs really.
Side?
It was terrible. Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible.
Fucking terrible. But aside from that, PlayStation 2, A-OK right here on the Hate Bit podcast. I think it's great. You think it's great. Everybody else?
Time Splitters.
Yes.
Time Splitters.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that. Look, just as it was about to end,
Yes.
Time Splitters
You know,
gets brought up.
Larry was sitting there the whole time like, what is that fucking game?
I mentioned it hours ago, but
Over Time Splitters. That's what it was.
yes.
Dude, Time Splitters was fucking on. I mean, even the first one, even though it technically became really good during the
First one was
second
just
one, and
get,
then the
get
third.
to pick up a key, go back out, isn't it? Really, in and out. That was the first one. But the second one was, I say the second one is the proper sequel to GoldenEye,
Cold
Yeah.
Winter.
Perfect Dark.
Well, it was the proper sequel to GoldenEye with humor, lots of
Yeah.
humor.
That first level and the ice. What's it called? What's that big thing called that holds up water? A dam. That's it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was about to say I was just like a glass of water, maybe. No, that's not what he's talking
So,
about.
yeah, that dam level.
I don't remember a stage where you're in a glass of water. That's odd.
No, that dam level is what really made it to as being a proper.
I like the way that said though. That damn level. Or that damn level. You know that damn. Damn it.
You're not getting jokes from Las Vegas vacation, are you? National Lampoons.
Oh, yes.
Can we see our dam?
Second sight.
I've always wanted to go to the Hoover Dam just to ask them how many times a day they get asked whether or not this is a goddamn.
Yeah.
That's something I wonder. But anyway, the goddamn PlayStation 2, fantastic system, and we're glad to cover it right here on the 8-Bit Podcast and the 8-Bit Retrospective.
Psyops.
Sight.
Sight.
That's the one.
He won't let me close the show. Make him stop.
Wild Arms Alter Code F.
Who's got the chloroform?
Sorry,
Oh,
I want to join in.
Tekken tag.
Do it.
Tekken 5.
This has been a great show. Manhunt.
Okami
both
the
of them.
Shadow King.
Bully.
Bully, yeah. Or Canis Kinemedic. Whichever one you
Killer
want.
Seven.
Someone says Twisted Metal Black. You need to be
Oh, I
shot.
fucking hate Twisted Metal Black. I don't like. I liked the original thing when it had the sort of the Americana thing on the
I
level.
liked it when you could run people over.
Yeah, I just like the idea of going around the suburbs and that, normal suburbs and stuff.
Robot
I
Wars.
like the idea of running
Extreme
over
Destruction.
the Eiffel Tower myself.
I just pulled the worst game that BBC's ever released. And I'm not talking about the Doctor Who game. That was Robot Wars.
Fight Box.
Fight Box. Fucking hell, that was worse. I tried to forget that one.
And the children's version, Bamzuki.
God. What else was it?
You had a good thing here, and then we let the British guys just bring up
Ace
all the...
Lightning.
Just let it slip in the mud.
A cartoon character in real life. Yay.
I think they had some really racist games with that as well. Midas Interactive released a Pac-Man rip-off and decided to call it Packy. Honestly true, you can look it up.
Oh, man. I think on that note, Chaos, close it.
I'm working on it. God damn it. You need to get a crowbar around here. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Hate Bit podcast. We thank you for joining us. You guys have been great. I'm Yell Chaos. Joining me as always, the astonishing Alpha Omega Sin.
Oh, I hope that you enjoyed listening, and I'm going to drain my bladder once we're done talking.
There you
Good
go.
night.
The splendiferous sainted Magnus.
Splendiferous, yes. R.I.P. to the PlayStation 2. R.I.P. to the PlayStation 3. Let's see what the PlayStation 4 is going to be all about. See ya!
And last but certainly not least, your favorite YouTuber, Larry Bundy Jr.
Yes, youtube.com/Larry.
Shameless plug.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, I think you've had enough. No? Now you've had enough.
What was
Bitch.
that Dead Redemption prequel on PS2 as well?
Red Dead Revolver.
Red Dead Revolver, that's it.
See ya!
See you later, folks.
Hate Bit Podcast.